Hello! So, we are just waiting a couple of seconds. James will be joining me for the beginning of Room in the Night Sky, for what that's worth. And then we'll bump into Yakuza 0. I'm in the chat right now. I'm just going to promote this real quick. We're live. Room in the night sky in a few seconds. Blame at Nintendo. Perfect. So I don't know how you're all going to tune in. This is ideally just going to be a sort of chill Tuesday night stream. I sort of just needed a break from some of the games that I've been playing for review. And so I figured, what better way to take a break than just by replaying an old game and just hanging out with anyone who wants to. Oh. Yeah, well, glad that worked out. Sorry, there is a short delay here. James should be ready to join us in a few seconds, at which point it will be helpful to know if you can hear him, if my OBS setup will be working or not. I will jump into this nightmare factory that Don bought me. It's apparently Superman 64, but on Nintendo Switch, and with worse writing. James just says, give me a few. Oh, I suppose I should tell her. Yes, set my Skype so that I don't get IM sounds. You know what? I'll just play a couple seconds of Binding of Isaac while I wait for James. Just so that you're not looking at a static screen and you can get a better idea of audio levels. Oh, this game takes so long to load up. Okay. Too loud for my TV, so I'm assuming damage up. audio. This is just a test. So, I'm finding it out now. Okay. Come on, James. We're waiting on you for Broom the Next Star. Nightmare. Mike's still too low. I don't know how I can bump my mic. It's at max. Lower game audio a little bit more. That should do it. Anyone in the chat, please feel free to tell me how the audio sounds. That would be appreciated. Oh. I'm barely watching audio numbers. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'll keep this screen up so that the audio levels can stay consistent. I'm just gonna take messages. Ready? Question mark. Hope I'm not coming across as a pest, but that would be useful. Oh, that's it. It almost seems like you need to lower the game audio by a ton. Is anyone else in chat think that right now the game audio needs to go down a lot more? I'm hearing from Don, I'm not hearing from other people. I'm in the chat. I'm looking at the chat primarily. But nobody seems to be messaging in it. I'll get closer to the mic as well. That should help. Yes, the audio needs to... game audio needs to go down still. Great. Let me know if it's better now that I lowered it again, and that the mic is closer to my mouth. Yeah, game loud compared to commentary. Seems better now. Is this better? This is gonna be a whole other can of worms when I get a Skype call in. I think Gurgit wants to see the nightmare that you've inflicted on me, Don. I think that's the issue. What else has lots of audio right away? 1-2 switch, but that involves getting up and getting the cartridge in there. Fast RMX is pretty loud. Let's test with that. Oh, whoops, sounded with the Pro Controller. How is this balance? Can you hear me even as this really loud game goes? I know I'm not very far, I'm sorry. I'm not the best at this game. loud audio test. Can you still understand what I'm saying? Is this bearable? This seems better. Waiting for one other opinion, and then James is taking so long that I might just jump into Vroom. If I get one more opinion that the audio is better here. It's good. Awesome. Well done. Don bought this for me, guys. Poisoft got their money, but it didn't come from me. I'm gonna stick to that. I'm gonna hold that dear. Hi, I am a fairy Koshin. Nice to meet you. Are you the first time to play this game? Shall I explain the game if necessary? Okay, then I will explain. You are a magical girl from now, and the work of a magical girl is to collect stardusts floating in the night sky. You can get stardusts by touching big stars or small stars floating in the night sky. There are other ways to get it, but let's know about it after growing a bit more. There are various night skies in this world. Please note the amount of stardusts in each night sky is different. If you will get used to flying the night sky, let's fly around various places in the various night sky. I'm looking forward to flying around various skies together. But first, let's fly around this night sky. Night sky of the lovely, okay. Magical girl needs a ride to fly around the night sky. The magical ride that you can handle is motorcycle. Cool. By the way, if you go to the shop, you can exchange a new magical bike with the stardusts you collected. Let's get a cool and nice magical bike and fly around the night sky more stylishly. Done. Vroom vroom, motherfucker. But first, let's ride this scooter for beginner. Safety first. Oh good, 1 speed, 1 power. What it's called, I think that was 4 hand. Now, we came, oh there's HD Rumble by the way. Now, we came to the night sky. Let's give an overview of how to manipulate magical bike. What? The accelerator is the B button. The brake is the A button. This was a PlayStation game that you didn't match. Or sorry, or an Xbox game or a PC game, or is made in a PC environment. Something. If you want to make a sharp turn, press the brake button while pressing the accelerator button. That's how driving works. A magical turn occurs and you can turn quickly. You can use other various magical techniques as well. For details, please look a Operation manual of this game. Does this have a manual? Where would the manual be? This thing doesn't have a manual. Liar. What is this message even saying? On the upper left of the screen are magical speedometer and magical gasoline meter. Sure, that's what we call it in English, the gasoline meter. Magical gasoline is very important. When this becomes 0, you will not be able to fly the sky. So don't forget to replenish magical gasoline at magical gas stations. Magical gas station! Somewhere in the night sky. Also, if you acquire a fixed number of big stars, key star floating in the night sky, magical gate is open. Of course it is. That magical gate is the goal. You can get stardust to collect it in the night sky. Hit me, he says. Okay. Oh, shit.
Hi.
Hi, give me a sec. You're not coming through just quite yet.
Okay.
Now you should be.
Oh boy, hi everybody. Are we actually live?
We are live. Can chat tell me if this is working? You can jump on to twitch.tv / my username. We are in the middle of streaming the tutorial of Room in the Night Sky, aka Don's Nightmare Factory that he gifted me.
Oh, there are no gifts.
Oh, he sent me a 1,000 yen card.
Oh, I mean, you could have spent it on something else. Oh, this is the game that's due to get retranslated.
Yeah, this is getting a retranslation patch. It works, awesome. Yeah, this is getting a retranslation patch next month. This is the old one. That magical gate is the goal. You can get stardust to collect it in the night sky. By the way, the direction of key stars is invisible places is guided. Let's move in the direction of the guide.
Is this game even available in the North American eShop?
Nope, just Europe and Japan. Finally, I will explain magical work. By the way, there's HD Rumble, and the rumble during this tutorial text is just of a motor stalling.
Well, you know what?
Constant.
That's clever.
Magical work. Also confirm is B and back is A.
Yeah. Well,
this wasn't developed in a Nintendo environment. Magical.
I mean, that's your PlayStation layout.
Or Xbox or PC.
Well, that's your PlayStation layout in the West, right? That's not your Japanese PlayStation layout.
No, it's not. Yeah. Magical work is an important work of a magical girl. If you complete this work, you will get magical reward. When you achieve this work, a notice of rewards is displayed on the upper right of the screen. Don't miss it. Oh, by the way, the magical gasoline meter is in the upper left.
The magical gasoline meter.
Yes, that's what we say in English, gasoline meter. The achievement status of magical work can also be confirmed in memories. Let's go confirm once. Well then, let's leave for the... What? Well then, let's leave for the star collection. Oh, I got 50,000 stardust for completing Magical Girl's work. Wood only. Because it's forest here, it is ordinary.
Oh, well,
this is so
I can't
slow.
Disagree with that statement.
This is so slow. Also, this is Superman 64.
Is our audience Don right now?
No, we have other people. We have,
oh, okay.
There are 6 people in the audience right now.
It's like, Don, wait a minute. Aren't you responsible for this? What are you doing?
Between trees, ready, set, go. Wow, magical thrilling. Where's the magical gas station that the tutorial told me about? Wow. I am a fairy. What happened suddenly?
Why are we doing this? Like legitimately, I ask this question every time I get suckered into this game.
But like, Room in the Night Sky or my streams?
In general.
Let's aim for the magical gate. Roger
I like that there's Shin Megami, or excuse me, Tokyo Mirage Session style like text messages popping up at the bottom.
I would like the text messages more if they were coherent.
So I can't hear it because I had to turn it down because otherwise I would hear myself.
Yes. Don't worry, you're not missing anything.
I'm gonna preview the music real quick.
Go for it. It's really just motor sounds.
I mean, there is music there. It's yeah, it's not much.
Oh, magical thrilling plus 411. Let's aim for the magical gate. I missed it because I didn't realize that it's a solid object that I can stand on top of.
Well, it's a gate.
It's true. I should have thought of that. You're right. B. Okay. Completed my first job. Magical rocket.
It's not a magical ethereal construct.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It is a
Gotten
wonderful...
stardust.
Yes.
Gotten.
Oh, here's one.
This isn't even like machine translated, because machine translation wouldn't throw the word "gotten" out there.
No, there's something in the shop that I know is coming. Welcome, let's exchange Stardust and Motorcycle here. Buyed, B-U-Y-E-D, exclamation point, past tense.
Let's exchange Stardust and Motorcycle.
Yep.
Just the one.
Wait, what? A Ricer-type magical bike that middle-class magical girl admires. Hung off. If you say it in Japanese, hang on.
I like that they acknowledge it as a Ricer type, though. Like there is something special about this acknowledgement of how we view like Japanese style sports cars.
I want the magical naked 400 SS, the most standard magical bike, which is not the one you start with. When you can ride this magical bike, you will be recognized as a full-fledged magical girl.
Looking at the numbers of the currency here, the Stardust or SDs,
yes.
It looks like a mobile game. It's like, oh yeah, here's 10,000 SDs. It costs 130,000 to buy anything.
Magical girls called this magical bike Nightblade with a nickname. You will not know its true value if you do not ride on this.
I know its true value. Its true value is 140,000 SDs.
No, that's 1.5 million SDs.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Red
I mean,
Sports.
just... But again, I go back to this is like a mobile game where it's like, oh, the numbers, if you just lopped 5 zeros off the numbers, the effect would be the same.
Have a nice day. Oh, backing out of the shop backs me back to the main menu, not the stage select. Okay.
Did you come into the main menu to go to the shop, or did you come to the main menu through the stage select?
Through the stage select.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your menu should take you back to where you started.
With the exception of the Xbox One. Where you can hit B and it will open up the last game you closed.
So I know why it does that, and you'll appreciate why it's doing this when I point it out. They only wrote one piece of code to handle you leaving the shop, and you can enter the shop from multiple places.
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't pass in as a starting point where you came from, give you a hook back. It just goes, oh yeah, when you leave the shop, this is where you go.
No, that's only using the Unity menu API, which is standard, and this game is a Unity game.
What if I said that all platform holders should at the same time agree to remove Unity support from their system?
That would fuck up a lot of third parties. I mean, first of all, Setsuna is a Unity game.
Yeah, but it would also stop this. Like that may be a price worth paying.
No, it is a cold and quiet desert night sky that will freeze your heart in the night sky of the quiet desert. Okay.
Let me reoffer then. It would also stop Bigsley's Revenge.
I mean, so would the quality control that NOA and NOE are exercising right now. I don't know. I mean, I know why this game is on the Wii Shop. Who makes a magical bike? It's because Poisoft and Nintendo have a physical relationship.
Wait, what?
I mean,
what is that relationship? Debt? Blood debt?
It's the reason why Nintendo published her Sploosh.
Oh yeah, Guillaume's favorite game.
Yeah.
Sploosh!
Yeah, no, so they got a dev kit and approval to publish a launch game, and this is what they shit out for launch.
There are a few words where his Quebecois accent makes them all better, and that's definitely one of them.
Yes. I'm sad that she is so quiet, says my character reacting to my character not saying anything. Cutie magical girl shining star! This is a palette swap for my character? Stardust are all mine. What the fuck is happening?
Oh, so I want to pause for a second.
Is that
Hi,
a
Bert.
pyramid?
I want to take a hot pause for a second. She is upset that she is not talking more.
No, the bird is.
Oh, the bird is.
Speaking of desert, what do you think? Camel, cactus. Speaking of desert, it is cold in the desert. That's how it is. You are cold.
I mean, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, right here. It's cold at night in the desert. Correct.
I mean, that is the one game available on Switch. Oh, Shooting Star. It's your imagination.
It's again Breath of the Wild. There are shooting stars. This is the foil to Breath. This is like, imagine if Breath of the Wild was shit.
You are a wimp. Well, suddenly what? Oops, sand got in my eye. Are you okay? Be careful.
So Poisoft. So I'm gonna go actually look at what Poisoft has made, because the chat has informed me that there are good games.
Oh yeah, no. Poisoft is usually a good developer. I wish I was reading the chat right now.
So were they just high? Like, what happened here?
I honestly don't know. When I saw the trailer, which looked fucking awful, I had faith that it was just a really, really bad trailer, because they usually make pretty good games.
I'm waiting for the giant bomb page for it to open. There we go. Oh wow, their logo is the like cheapest.
Oh.
Like,
oh yeah, no.
Straight up, like, take a font out of Windows, make it green.
Hello.
New Hue store. Oh yeah, Kersploosh, My Hero and the King.
Yeah, Kersploosh got a sequel in Japan. Yeah, Chariot Goblin. There is quality control in the Switch eShop right now, especially with what developers. Unfortunately, that traditionally relies on NOA mostly, and then also NOE to an extent. And NCL just gave a kit to all their business partners.
I'm gonna take a hot pause here again and say that NOE has never given me the impression that they're executing strong quality control. I have dealt with more than enough DSiWare to say that is not the case.
I mean, NOE will just publish anything the NCL tells them to.
I remember the days of just like looking at what former country behind, or what country that was formerly behind the Iron Curtain was putting out DSiWare today, and going, oh no.
Yep. Usually the Czech Republic.
Yeah, it'd be like, this is like, oh, where's this company? Let me guess, they're in Warsaw. Yeah, look, they're in Warsaw. It'd be like, why is one company releasing 39 DSiWare games today?
Because it's Circle.
Because today is our day. This is our day.
Today's Kutar's day. Twinkle, oops, you are cute. Oops, you are cute. That's gonna be my new Twitter description when this is over.
It was a mistake.
Oops, you are
Video games were a mistake.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. The sky doesn't get congested. No traffic
Czech
jam!
Republic doesn't even have an eShop. Shit.
No, but they can publish.
For a while there, it was the Germans, though, that were responsible. And, like, I would go make a company profile on the NWR page when I used to do the download articles. Because there'd be, like, a different company every week that I've never heard of. And I'd be like, all right, well, let me go make...
My arm got tired. A little more.
Let me go make a company profile for them. And you'd go, like, I don't know who this is. But, okay, here it is. Here's their company. You go, all right, where are they? Because our fields were, like, location and logo and stuff like that. So all Nintendo would give you is their name. So I'd go dig out their logo, and I'd go dig out their name. And he would open up the page, and it's just a font your computer can't display. And you'd go, oh boy, here we go. And I would go start looking and go like, what language is this? I am perplexed.
This fucking game is so bad, dog. Dog, this is also gonna kill the battery in my Proton, because I have never felt a game rumble constantly.
Don is now just listing things.
Yes, I remember Warman Tactics. I really do. So here's the thing. So because of how Rumble works on PS4 and Xbox One and other digital controllers, TRCs, lot checks, your equivalents there, XRs, have requirements that, if you are rumbling, you have to take a second off of rumbling every so often so that you don't destroy the goddamn controller. But because of how HD Rumble works, there doesn't seem to be that lot check requirement, so this game, outside of the menus, never stops rumbling. At all.
And to Don's reference, Warman Tactics is from Calaris, and guess where they're from?
We got death threats from them a while ago.
Central Poland.
Yep.
Uh, and Lodi's.
And they were porting, mobile games with the touch UI still on the screen that wasn't interactive. You couldn't interact with it.
Oh, it's like owning a PSTV.
Except PSTV, unless you hack it, shouldn't be displaying most of those games.
Well, no, but the main menu UI is still obviously built to touch.
Oh, yes.
It's like, could you guys have done even the most minor work here to make this not so obviously built for touch?
No, because it doesn't work if it runs a different operating system.
Just like put a second skin on the UI. But then again, I just said, could you do the most modicum of work, and it was the Vita, so the answer is no.
Yeah, is that a cost-benefit relationship?
This is Sony and the Vita. The answer is no. We cannot do the most tiny modicum of work. That's not what we do here.
People, all the rumors that occasionally go around like every 9 months of a Vita 2 or a Vita successor, I just laugh my ass off and like, do you really think that Sony is really stupid? They're really stupid.
Oh my god. The chat just pointed out that the company from Poland that doesn't actually publish most of their stuff in Europe, just in the US.
Good.
The devs' kids can't even play their parents' game. That's sad, but also alarming. Like, how does that happen?
I mean, simple. European ratings are a nightmare, even if you live in Europe.
Oh god.
And NOE is well, I don't want to sabotage business relationships. They are more difficult to work with than NOA is.
How many rating boards would you have to do to get a general release in Europe?
2.
2?
PEGI and US.
Okay. You wouldn't have to deal with the Germans?
That is the Germans. USK is the Germans.
Okay.
Russia is self-rating. You basically the way the Russian ratings board is that you just say what your game is rated, and if the Russian government gets complaints that you lied, like if Rockstar said that GTA 5 was rated 3+, then you're liable. So just eyeball it and raise it a year.
And in the UK, the BBFK doesn't actually do anything, right? They just let PEGI handle it.
I mean, they do stuff. It's more complicated, but in a general sense, yes. For most games, they just let PEGI. They'll let the PEGI rating stand.
Also, in the most Quebec thing ever, I'm looking at PEGI's coverage area, which if you don't know what it stands for, it's Pan-European Game Information. Their region served is Europe, Canada, Quebec only, Israel.
Yes.
It's like, god damn it, Quebec.
and yet, the ESRB also covers Quebec.
Yeah. Well, so if John were here, he would have gotten very upset about that.
I mean, actually, I don't think I can say that out loud. There are a lot of companies, I'll talk around it, who would prefer it if their merchandise didn't also need to have French translations below all of it on things like packaging or art books.
Sure.
Mostly for aesthetic purposes, but...
I mean, you have to pay someone to translate it too. Like there is a cost associated with that, and having to either print it with French in it for everywhere, even though they don't need it, or print a second version. It's a pain in the ass.
My game's only released in Canada because I pay Guillaume a couple bucks, and he translates the e-manual for me.
And that is his job.
Yeah, or the eShop description. I'm like, just look, does this check out? I machine translated this. How obvious is it? And he's just like, just edit this grammar here.
I didn't. So I'm reading about the PEGI guide because that's
how you can spend your night.
Oh, it's better than watching this fucking game.
Is it? You have independent camera control, although it's garbage. I didn't know that until just now. Magical Girl is a comfortable job. Really? Oh, damn it! My screenshot missed that.
Radio Geek Nintendo. Yep. I didn't realize that in Portugal the Peggy ratings are different.
They are.
Just cause?
Yep.
Because
to comply with Portuguese law.
They wanted to align them with the film classification system.
Yep.
So it's 7. So games that are 3 are now 4. So 4-year-olds can play this game in Portugal, but 3-year-olds everywhere else in Europe. But on the other side, they went down. So it's 7 became 6.
So here's the garbage that I've experienced with the European and the IARC, which is the International something Ratings Coalition. Oh, I'm almost done with the game, by the way. There's 4 levels left.
Thank God.
I'm gonna play this whole thing and then I'm gonna be done.
Thank God.
So, I released Monochrome Prologue. I was supposed to self-rate it. It's a 8. I'm releasing it in chapters, and by the end of it, it's all going to be 18 plus, and so, or 17 plus, excuse me. So I was just like, I'm going to give it a 17 plus. And Apple said, okay. And then Android, Google Play, said okay. And then I got an email a week after release saying, we reviewed your app, we have changed your rating because you lied, because like there's no penalty for this, but we're lowering it from 17 plus to 14 plus, I think it was, and now I can't raise it again. So the Android version, I have to basically censor the Android version.
Good grief.
Because I can get away with, usually it's the other way around, where you can get away with more like sexual stuff and like sexual violence stuff, unlike discrimination, like that kind of shit. You can get away with that shit more on Android. But now,
yeah, because Google doesn't care.
But now Google really cares. And Apple, I told Apple ahead of time, they're like, yep, this works for us. Just give it a 17 plus.
Actually, I like the descriptors in the PEGI system because there's just not that many.
The quiz you take gets really nitty gritty and weird, and then it just categorizes it as discrimination.
Yeah, that was the one that I hate to say I'm laughing about it, but the logo is so goddamn hilarious.
Oh, it is.
It's just 2 white silhouettes and then a very small black silhouette in between them.
Yep.
There's no indication that discrimination is happening. They're just standing there, except one of them's short. So I assume they're actually talking about the ability part of their disclaimer.
Yeah, I don't know.
So technically, does that mean if you have a game that makes fun of the player for not being able to play it, they're making fun of your ability?
Yeah.
You have to give it a new rating?
Possible. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom.
I feel like this game is making fun of my ability to think.
Would you rather I boot up the Wii U and go to Devil's Third? I think that's still installed.
Devil's Third at least, like, tried.
I can see what the online error message says.
Say what you will about Devil's Third, but it tried. There was a vision there.
Was there?
Oh, absolutely. Ivan the Terrible doesn't happen by accident.
Yes, it does. It happens by focus group.
No. Nothing about being covered in Buddhist sutras happens by focus group.
Itagaki-san is the...
Itagaki... That happened because Itagaki had a dream. Like he was
going to find a company to fund his ISIS video.
That was his dream. That is a character that Itagaki... Yeah, you won't see games with discrimination because they get an 18 rating automatically. Itagaki made that game because it fulfilled his life's purpose. Like, say what you will about that game, but like it is a distillation of his essence.
Why?
Because you know what?
Yeah.
The only part about that game that many people say is positive is the sword combat. And guess why? Because he's got a big sword fetish. And he probably spent forever on it.
Why is this bike less than half the price of the other one, but it's better?
Because it's not as classy.
It's the Magical 90 versus the Magical Off-Road X125.
It's
the
fuel
Magical
economy.
90 is the better one.
The fuel economy just sucks. That's all.
Well, I buyed it.
It's less stylish. It's the brand name too. You know, the brand names are half the value.
We used to have 11 viewers, but because I haven't left this game yet, we're still at 7. We're back down to 7.
You killed a few of them.
Wait, I just beat this stage. Why am I not unlocking the next one?
You didn't beat it well enough. Get back to work. Go vroom in the night sky.
I'm this close to just backing out, and then... my eyes are itchy. Don't close your eyes.
You might miss this amazing game. I don't doubt that there's probably fun to have had in Devil's Third. It's one of those.
That was a fun
hold
stream.
on.
That was a fun stream.
It's one of those. Is this a good game? Probably not.
Oh hell no.
But are there things here that work? Yeah, probably. Are there things here that don't work but don't work in the best way possible? Probably.
Again, it made for a very entertaining night late in December.
Is the fact that the minigame was about throwing watermelons into a jet engine amazing? Yes. Why? Don't know.
You do that in Hitman.
Hitman stole it, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Hitman stole all its ideas from Devil's Third. Look, they both star bald men covered in Buddhist sutras.
You know, my favorite Buddhist sutra, the barcode.
Well, no, you can't see the sutras. They're under his clothes.
His pitbull outfit.
I am kind of at a loss as to why he's covered in sutras. I legitimately.
I thought you were gonna say as to why I'm still playing this game.
No,
I was gonna agree with you.
I've long since given up on trying to make sense out of why you play what you play.
Usually it's for work. Don bought this for me, and this isn't eligible for review until it's actually in its full English form, unless I make a special case for it, like P5. And I'm not making a case for this thing like P5.
Great God wants to know if Kutar will make the jump to Switch, and the answer is Kutar, no matter whether he is happy or sad. He is just Kutar on Switch or 3DS.
My hands are numb because of this vibration. It's literally numbing my fingertips.
Let's gonna let that one go. I'm gonna just ignore that. We're gonna move on to talking about Kutar some more.
This actuator needs to calm down.
Yeah, Devil's Third was a thing Devil's Third Online was a thing for PC, but not the story mode, which is weird.
Is wrong. It's still in closed beta in Japan. It still hasn't launched. It was supposed to launch like a year ago.
That's probably not a good sign.
It was supposed to launch December of 2015, I believe. That was the original announcement.
Don, Kutar doesn't feel emotions. He inflates instead.
Okay, I'm not unlocking these last 3 unknown stages, so we're done. That was Room in the Night Sky. Fuck you, Don.
You got 29,000 Stardust or something like that.
After I spent a bunch, yes.
So why not just give you 29 Stardust?
Okay, so...
I need you to play Bomberman. Single player.
You need me to play Bomberman?
Single player.
Why?
Because if you're going to make us suffer, we're going to make you suffer too.
Fuck. Okay. Fine, I'll do this and then I'll do...
I want isometric awfulness.
Fine.
What do you have on here? I'm just curious.
On this Switch, I have Room in the Night Sky, Fast RMX, Isaac Afterbirth Plus, Breath of the Wild, Bomberman, the Free Tomorrow Corporation games, Blaster Master Zero, Sniper Clips, 1-2 Switch, Puyo Puyo Tetris Demo, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, Just Dance 2017, which I'm not doing, and Splatoon 2 Global Test Fire.
Okay.
Is there interest in the chat in me doing Bomberman, or do you want me to just get to Yakuza? I'm just looking for the first person in the chat to say something about Bomberman.
I have beaten all of the campaigns in Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Awesome. I actually got through, and I'm talking about on the show this week. I actually got through Spectre of Torment in like an hour and a half, maybe 2. I can't remember what the final play. I think it's about 2 is the final play time.
Okay.
I don't like it as much as I like the other 2, to be honest.
Sure, play Bomberman. Bomberman. Okay, I'll play
All
Bomberman.
right, sure. It's fine, and the fact that they gave him slightly like there's not a great analog for it. I kind of equate it to Zero from the Mega Man Zero
Mm-hmm.
games control.
I'm gonna have to
Uh,
take my headset off for a second, so you just talk to the chat.
okay.
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
chat. How was your day today? It's good to hear. So mine was fine as well. It was a very long day though. I did a lot of work. How is the weather? He asks in a very Japanese sort of way, standing outside in the weather with the same person.
That's right, Zelda.
Because I'm not going to ask you how your day was because that would be too personal. Single player snipper clips. Make it happen.
I am back.
The chat was not answering any of my questions.
There's a delay.
Yeah, but still. I asked how their day was, then realized I should have asked how the weather was because Japan.
Don apparently played Zelda for 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
That
I've definitely run some of those. I mean, I finished it on Friday, and my average was 5.5 hours a day. When you consider the fact that I have a 9 to 5 job, like that's not great. Because I'm not playing it before work because I probably played it all night after work, and then went to bed late.
So this is patched to improve the input lag. I haven't tested this patch.
I'm sure this is, but they've also promised another patch, right?
They've promised like 8 different patches for this game.
They promised something about about the overview, right?
No, here's what they did. They said they used the phrase fixed perspective, and they said it was in the 1.1 patch. And so I played the 1.1 patch, and okay, what they mean is when you have 2 people in story mode, the camera will only follow player 1. That is the option they added.
Well, so a phrase like fixed perspective can have 2 meanings.
It can. It means focusing on one, it's still moving, and it's still isometric. Anyways, I don't care about my save on this Switch, so enjoy this fucking cutscene that is awful and makes me want to claw my eyes out.
Good. I don't have the audio on.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing that kills me. I hope the chat enjoys this. So, not a big fan of Spectre Torment. Glad you got it for the Mexican price.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I say, it's not bad. It's. I just didn't like it as much. So I of the 3, Shovel Knight controls the best because of course the whole game is built for Shovel Knight.
Yes.
I think what they did with Plague Knight's character was really charming. I think Plague Knight probably controls the worst of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most challenging.
Well, yes, I wouldn't say worst. I would say most unique, most challenging.
Yeah. And not always unique in a good way. Like there's definitely some like, oh, this is having to throw potions down all the time gets old.
Mm-hmm. Are you watching the video, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's there because all the buildings are shaped like Bomberman.
Oh yeah, no, just wait until you're at the point where I'm asking where they're in the house, and it's just all the subtitles.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I hate this game.
Why would I train when I'm already perfect?
Yeah, that's pretty much the voice delivery.
A little longer. Don't worry, I'm ready to fight to defend the universe. So, what do you want me to blow? Oh, a butterfly wee. Aha. Ha 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 ha.
Chariot Goblin, I'm not on Metacritic. I gave it a 4 out of 10. This game.
They train.
The online was decent, therefore 4.
Guys. Why does Bomberman have family?
Well, it's the Bombermen.
Is that like the Denpa men?
In that the women are called men, yes.
Build up some body strength. I see. All right. I understand completely. You take this money right here and eat all the... Wait, what?
Don says Dastardly Bombers are secretly James, 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 and John, but he forgot the Oxford comma.
Yeah, you got to include your Oxford commas.
James, 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 and John.
There have been editorial throwdowns on the NWR editing over Oxford commas.
I've accidentally sparked a fight at Nintendo of America's social team when I called NOA's Twitter account out for not using an Oxford comma, and that the three heads of social were in my mentions fighting about it.
At the first stage of my intergalactic conquest, I can't keep up. They're actually moving pretty quick.
This is fucking bad.
I should just redo the voices for this game. I should just get this video and just voice every character.
Yeah, it's not going to be too much worse, I promise.
Hey! I've been doing voice work for almost a decade now.
I was going to say almost a minute.
If you disagree, of course. Oh God, why is he huge?
How does the hardcore Bomberman fan base feel about this game? They don't like it.
The hardcore Bomberman fan base, all of them.
They prefer the waifu game in arcades.
You know what? I prefer the waifu game in arcades. I liked they just went all the way Konami on it. That they just said, no, this is where we're going. Like I like the honesty of it.
Here's a question, James.
Hmm?
Two-parter. So the box for this game says Bomberman 33rd anniversary since 1983. Since 1983. One, this released in the 34th anniversary, and two, why would they celebrate the 33rd?
Because they intended to release this game on the 30th.
I don't think so. I honestly think that they made this game and were like, shit, we need to tie this in because we have this and Bomber Girl. We need to find some reason. Let's pick an anniversary. It was 33rd when they decided this in 2016, and they didn't realize that 2017 was a different year.
Here's the explanation.
Oh.
So, Bomberman tells us when the Switch was supposed to come out. This game was supposed to come out. This is supposed to come out in November, and that was what Konami thought was going to happen. And then Nintendo's like, "Nah, we're not even going to announce it by November."
This game wasn't ready for its March release, so
this game wasn't ready for its actual release. What's your point?
Okay, here we go.
I am typing in the chat. Screw you, Oxford comma. You should have done a list, Don. Otherwise, your joke has no potency on me. I do want to point out, though, that if you go back about 12 years, maybe a little bit more, Hudson was like trying to re-mascotize Bomberman.
Yep.
Like we were getting back when we were getting like annual Game Boy Color Bomberman games, like 2 colors, Pokemon style, and
12 years ago was not Game Boy Color era.
Right.
You are thinking of you are older than you think.
They were still after it during the GBA era, though.
Yes, they were.
It wasn't until, say...
12 years ago wasn't the GBA era either. That was the DS era.
12 years ago would be 2000... Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, DS came out in 04?
Yes.
Well, they hadn't killed the GBA yet in 05. They were still trying to kill it.
Yes. I don't know.
And failing.
This game fucking sucks.
You know, here's the thing about it, though. It reminds me visually of like an old PC adventure game where all this stuff would have been pre-rendered.
Look at these goddamn dumpling enemies. They piss me off. Also, this Mighty Switch Force music that they stole.
See, we just learned something. Celebrating NN birthdays is actually pretty common here, like 33, 44, 55, 66. It's literally called Schnapp's number. There we go.
Germany?
See? Bomberman is from Europe. Done. Settled. So I would assume the O has actually got like an umlaut over it or something. I don't know. Like we're creating the new canon as we go. Someone
should tell Jake Kaufman that Konami stole his music and put it in this game. This is Mighty Switch Force's soundtrack. They remixed it.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
They're just every song is sampling some different track from the Mighty Switchboard. It gets more and more egregious through the campaign even.
You know what's amazing? All of these images are like all of the little items on the stage and the stage itself. The more I look at them, they're like pre-rendered. They're like elements from a pre-rendered puzzle in Riven.
Yep. I can't even always tell where I can walk.
Like they've got that right kind of like weird glossiness to them. They all have the exact same texture. And that texture seems kind of flat because of course it's pre-rendered. Yeah, it looks like a puzzle from Riven. That's what this game is.
This game is shit.
It doesn't play like one, obviously. It just looks like one. Like, it'd be like a sliding block puzzle in Riven.
At the end of this puzzle, we are transitioning to Yakuza. Fuck. Or when I get a game over in a second.
I don't think your brain's gonna be able to handle transitioning straight from this to Yakuza.
Yes, it will. I can go from bad games to good games.
Because you're gonna be Yakuza. Like I'm reticent to refer to Yakuza on the good game, bad game scale. Yakuza is on the Yakuza game scale. It lives there by itself.
Games I gave above a 5.2 versus games I gave below a 5.2.
It's in a unique space of just like 20% of the time it's asking you to do absolute horseshit. But at the same time, like it's doing that on purpose. It's like, oh hey, we want you to go play this claw game for this little girl who's then gonna turn around and call you daddy. Like I didn't want that. I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, you did.
This isn't what I signed up for.
You have a whole episode about how you want to be called daddy.
No, John has a whole episode about how he wants to make his me call me daddy, and that's not okay.
Where the fuck is the enemy?
There's a whole episode where I tried to get him kicked off the show for doing it.
There, I had to hit the button.
There we go.
That. There's my unique look.
There is a weird lighting effect on this game though. Like it's like you know what? No, this looks like a Unity game.
It is a Unity game.
There we go. This is using the default Unity lighting effects.
It is.
Which is so if you wonder why all Unity games look the same, it's because they all use the default lighting effect.
Yep.
And default lighting effect in Unity is incredibly harsh and very reflective.
And very obvious.
It's more obvious than like Unreal Engine, where you're like, oh, this sure is an Unreal Engine game. Like this is the default lighting effect in Unity.
Oh.
Snipperclips is the only good Unity game. Wow.
There are plenty of good Unity games, but Snipperclips is the best Unity game on Switch. For sure.
I would argue that the preponderance of Unity games are unnecessary. Not necessarily bad, but they're just projects. They're not like, oh, this is a game that a bunch of devs sat down and put together. They're like, this is something I can make myself. Unfortunately,
I mean, if you look at the Indies showcase, most of those games were Unity.
No, I mean of all games.
Oh, I mean,
all Unity games.
If you are counting every single executable exported from that IDE, then
the problem is that unfortunately Unity, having been the domain of the PC for so long, all of those games made it into the wild.
The actual problem is the asset store, but that's a controversial opinion.
It's certainly it lowers the barrier of entry, which can be a good and a bad thing.
Sure can.
So we talked about how this is a Unity game. Are you familiar?
Projects should not be on the asset store as a section. Just saying. Here's my non-controversial opinion.
Are you familiar with the video game Magus?
Yes.
Published by Axis for some reason.
Yep.
On the PlayStation 3.
Somehow.
That is the most Unreal Engine game in the history of the world. Bar none.
That is human.
So here's the thing about Magus. If you've never played the game, it's fascinating. Not in a good way. But so Axis is mine. Contract Black Tower Games to make a game for them in the West, because I guess they wanted to make a game in the West for some reason.
And the Bit Trip games, this was before Concurrent.
And they didn't make those either. They
published.
Right, yeah, they picked up the rights after the fact. I want to say they picked up
the rights before the fact. They published Bit Trip Beat. They debuted Bit Trip Beat.
That's true. You're right. They didn't contract the game to get made though, right? The game.
No, it was pitched to them.
Yeah. I want to say they co-developed this with Black Tower. But the thing about this game that's amazing is that so they made this like Western style RPG that's not any of those things. But essentially you have this character who's bald space marine in a castle. And he's a god, apparently. He's a god born of flesh. And everyone wants to kill him except for his followers who are out to protect him. One of whom is a fucking skeleton.
Yes. I'm going to have to put you on hold for a second.
Okay. You don't hear more about Magus?
No. I just need to switch to the PS4, which also involves switching inputs, which will mute you from the chat for a second.
Okay.
So 1 second, I also have to get up and switch an HDMI cable.
Basically play Magus.
1 second.
To bootleg Zelda.
We should be ready to go in just a second. It should be saying a signal, but then
I mean, I see Yakuza on screen.
I mean, you see the image I put up.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, great. We are having some
signal.
HDCP issues.
Wait, the PS4 is HDCP?
Yeah. I've turned it on so I could do Netflix. 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, you are muted again. I have to do this manually. 1 second.
The spirit of what you were going for.
Oh, let me check. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're back, by the way. Yes, you did capture the spirit. I had to turn off HDCP because if you want to use Netflix, you need to enable HDCP.
So of course, like, I have an HDCP stripper. So like at some point, like the whole thing is just an ocean of lies.
Those are technically illegal, I believe.
Yeah, but the thing is, there are splitters that just do it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's not actually a device built for it. It's just a splitter that happens to do it. It doesn't split to anything. It just goes into my switcher. God damn it!
What?
I just saw your PS4 home screen.
Yes, it's Kingdom Hearts. I have like
everything about this hurts me.
How many fucking themes do I have? I'll do this on stream so that you can mock me for this.
No, I don't.
It takes the PS4 like 20 seconds after I click themes to process how many themes I have.
God damn it. Oh
We'll
goddamn.
switch to a fine. We'll switch to a fucking P5 theme.
I don't care. I was just like, oh wow, there's that, and also look at some of these games. Oh boy, this
Yeah.
could go real bad for me real fast.
Oh. Well, I don't think I have any P5 spoiler. I do, but it's
Ta
not.
ta
It's
How's
not
that
amazing.
Tails theme? I'm curious.
How's the Tails theme? I can put that up. Let me.
It's just like, is it a well done theme?
No.
That's what I figured the answer was going to be.
I got it because it was free.
I figured that was the answer that was coming. So, you have digital Yakuza 0.
Yep. Hmm.
So you didn't get the fantastic business card holder.
I did, but that it was review code,
Oh.
and then I was sent it by the ghost of former PR manager.
I need to know what the Senran Kagura theme is. I would assume.
I have a bunch of those.
Oh God, never mind. Never mind.
No, I'll boot one up.
I've changed my mind.
No, you fucking
I'm
ass.
full of regret.
Which fucking Senran Kagura theme? Do you want the Shinobi verses or do you want the theme Sakura version?
Well, it's probably somebody's birthday today in the universe. Do you have one relevant to that?
I mean, my birthday was this last week.
Well, I mean one of the Senran Kagura characters.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's like 50 of those. No.
If you follow, so the funny thing is on Twitter, I basically just follow PR company, like PR for video games, and so like these assholes will tweet out like every other week that it's some Senran Kagura character's birthday, and it'll be like their boobs exploding through a cake, and you're just like, yep.
Yes, here you are, a bunch of.
This is my industry.
Yes, here you are, the Senran Kagura Sakura theme. We're gonna use this, I guess.
Great. The Tropical Skeletons theme. What?
No, I don't have that. You're right. I only have 225.
This is remarkably classy, I guess.
Yeah.
Never for that. Never mind.
What, you saw the top one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I only have 221.5 gigs of free space on my PS4. I have a 2 tera in here. 1.56 is used.
Good lord. So one of the things that I picked up in Japan is that they love their booby games.
Oh, they do.
And that really, as much as we make fun of them for it, they're actually keeping them away from us for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like,
yeah,
the amount we get is really just like the occasionally you have to open up a flood wall to let some water in, or let some water out.
Yeah, so the shit that comes over here is the tip of the iceberg. If P-Cube had their way.
So I was in was I in Book Off? I may have been Book Off.
Night Dog.
There was an entire floor that just said adult games, and I went, oh no.
Yeah, that's the shit that Manga Gamer brings over.
So I went up one more floor, and it was called like Extreme Adult Games, and I went, no, God. And then I realized that the how the building was built, and this is the way that a lot of these Japanese buildings is that like they're tall and narrow, and so basically it'll be an escalator up, and you get off on the floor you want to get on. So you go up the escalator, and then essentially you turn right and go up the escalator again. The escalator is alternating. You know, it's coming from the right, it's coming from the left, it's coming from the right, it's coming from the left, and then there's just like an entrance way, and then it's the main space. And the downside is on the other side of the cash register. So you go into the area, you go across, you come back on the other side of the cash register, you go down. And sometimes the door even takes the outdoor is even different than the indoor. So like you come in one side of the building, you go out the other side. I realized that the only way to get back down from the extreme adult game section was to go into the extreme adult game section and walk through it the long way. It was one of the like.
Steve will remember this.
How old do you have to be to enter the extreme adult games? It's really a matter of how depraved you have to be.
Yes.
And depravity comes at any age, and I'm not going to shame people for that. They're video games, whatever. It's not real people. But like, it was like, oh, that. all of the characters in this game are 18 plus, believe us, kind of games.
Oh, yes. They always are.
It's like, all right, but there were like displays. Like this is like an industry.
Mm-hmm.
These are games with publishers, so they'd have like displays of releases, and they'd have like big art displays, and it was like, I was tweeting like, "What the fuck is Metopia?" It was displays like that, but for games where I was the one going, "What the fuck is this?"
Yep.
And then I went back down 2 floors, and I was in the entire floor that was like Japanese literature. I was 2 floors away from like just like the Tale of Genji, like hardbound print copies with ukiyo-e art. With the 2 floors of that, it's just like hardcore porn of definitely 18-year-olds. Don't ask too many questions. It's like this is hell. This is some kind of weird hell I've entered. What is okay to drink power thirst? Always. I will say though that like there is definitely something about going through these kinds of Japanese like massive 8-10 story media stores. That's really interesting. And not just because there's like 2 floors of porn games, although there are 2 floors of porn games. One of the stores I went into, it wasn't Book Off. I can't remember what it was. Had a whole floor devoted to Gunpla. Like a whole floor of it.
You should define what that is.
Yeah, it's so Gunpla specifically is talking about like model kits for Gundam. But more broadly speaking, it's any kind of like mech model kits. And there's some non-mechs in there. There were anime model kits, like anime characters. There were a bunch of like model kits of shoot. Why am I blank? Yokai Watch.
Yes.
So it was like models of Yokai Watch. And you would assemble them, and then you could paint them so you could figure out which version of it you wanted. Because basically 96% of the yokai and Yokai Watch are just color variants.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I'm not. That wasn't like a guess. That was like I'm pretty sure that's a fairly accurate number. Even the quote legendary yokai are usually color variants. But so that whole floor was amazing. And I don't do Gunpla. Like I don't have a bunch of Gunpla just lying around my house. But like there were some pretty amazing things in there, including the Neo Zong that was like a 4-foot by 2-foot box. And I'm like, what? And then you picked it up, and I realized like I would have to check this. It's gigantic.
Yeah, you would.
It was like a 3.5 to 4 foot wide box that was about a foot in a change deep, and about 2 foot something wide. It was ridiculous. But they also had the dolls from Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I got very close to buying.
Wish you had those. Would love those.
They were kind of expensive.
Yes.
And they're really small. That was the biggest reason. Like I saw like, so a lot of times they'll have the assembled ones, and then they'll have a box, and it was really small. It was probably 6 inches, 7 inches,
wow.
Like not very big.
No.
Maybe a little bigger than that. But yeah, it was kind of surprisingly small. Strongly considered buying the Lupin the Third model kits because like the idea of just like I'm going to assemble everything but his head, and he's just gonna sit there headless. Because you can actually swap the heads out. You're here in this game?
Well, I said in the poll, from a new save file, I started on Legend difficulty, which means you can't carry anything over and you have to start from the beginning.
Oh.
Yes, so I've been skipping all the cutscenes.
This is where all the boring is going to happen.
This is why I'm hoping that you're talking.
Yeah, this is literally the only boring part of this game.
I mean,
That's not true.
I would say subdued.
It's definitely the only subdued part of this game.
Yes.
There is a boring part of this game, and that's when you're trying to finish off
The real estate.
Kiryu's real estate. Yeah, because you're just waiting.
I mean,
Uh,
what I did was I just set everything up, and then I just turned off the controller and changed inputs and played something else and checked back in 20 minutes.
Yeah, so it got to the point where I was basically clearing them in like 8-9 minutes.
Why can't I skip this cutscene?
Maybe less than that. Maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, because it's not a cutscene. It's you can only skip the stuff that's not engine.
I know, it's frustrating. So I'm just
So
matching.
I was basically just setting it down and then like planning RFN episodes and just watching. Like I didn't even close the menu so I could see when the bar's finished.
Maximum efficiency.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that thing done.
Oh, this is the heat action tutorial.
Yeah, this is the heat action tutorial. This is the one you're gonna beat the drunk out of them.
Yes, that's how this works.
Yeah,
I'm
this
doing
is
them
your
a favor.
Yeah, this is how Kiryu solves problems with his fists. This is not terribly far from where Kiryu goes the entire series by solving things with his fist. Heat actions are such a. This game actually steps it back a little bit because the game before this had heat actions in a taxi cab. So Kiryu becomes a taxi cab driver, even though he's a millionaire. And he heat actions a cab while you drive. He's rich, right? Like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Why does he drive a taxi?
It's the job, not the income.
Yeah, but he runs an orphanage. Like he's got work. He runs an orphanage? Does he still run the orphanage?
No, I don't think so.
After his daughter grew up, did he? Yeah, not really, because she's in the promotion of 5.
She is in the promotion of 5, but there's a lot of people who just played 0 and that was their entry to everything.
Fair enough. I guess he walks away from that life.
Yes.
But like, he is the amazing character that both grows a lot and doesn't grow at all. Because Yakuza 0 is all retcon. Like they never
More
planned.
from Majima.
Yeah. They never planned what Kiryu was in the past. Kiryu just was.
I mean, Kiryu makes requires a lot less suspension of disbelief than Majima.
Yeah, because Majima is basically he just goes crazy.
Completely different person, and then he just goes insane at the very end of this game. Spoilers.
And the reason why he does is so bad.
I don't know. That's very fitting for where he is in the other games. That's the thing that triggers it.
But no, like his explanation for it is so bad. It was just basically just like, I want to do that. It's awful.
Oh, I get to do karaoke without being able to hear the audio.
Oh, you can't hear it either?
No, I've muted it so it doesn't come through on my microphone. Muted it on the TV rather.
You might want to turn it up just a little bit.
I don't know. I'm good at rhythm. We'll see how this goes. I'm a musician.
I don't look too much at the bars in this game. Not just because I ran karaoke for this a billion times. Judgment's kind of amazing, and this is the only time you get to see the Brother Nishiki version of it. Which is what it's called. It's called the Brother Nishiki version. I don't know why. I love just the random English in here. It's just so good. Especially when you can't tell they're saying English. Like, it's so bad you couldn't tell, and then you realize, oh, he was saying English. You all are getting to enjoy this. I can't hear it. I liked that they had the voice actor sing, though.
So did I.
Like, it's awful, because he's just baritone, but not good at it. He just has a low voice.
Majima's funnier.
Majima is totally out of character for where he is in this game, because he just loses his mind singing.
And then he does it in the side quests. Which is sing.
Yeah, there's that one, but then when he's with the hostesses.
Yes.
Breaking the world. When he's with the hostesses, he goes and loses his mind, and then they go, "Wow, you were really great." It's like, he came off like a goddamn psychopath.
Which he is, but
well, not in this one. This he's all calm and put together, and also basically like
he's kind of on the edge all game.
Really, because when I play this game, he seems like the most straight man in this game. Like he's the most serious, like not a lunatic in the. Because even Kiryu's kind of a lunatic.
I got a 97 without being able to hear anything. By the way.
Yeah.
Too bad, 0 mistake.
The lyrics for this game, for this song in particular, are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But what they're actually saying are amazing.
I entertained myself once.
It's yeah, well yeah. It's like they're so. Is cheesy the word you'd use for them?
Yeah.
Like it's basically talking about how he's not going to follow Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just all like he's going to smash it. It's like why? What? Why is this even a song you could sing in a karaoke lounge?
Nishiki says you pick songs like an old man.
Yeah, like what? This song explicitly mentions the fact they're kids. Pick song like an old man.
Holding R2. Holding
And
R2.
There's like a weird reference to like what is it? It's not the 5 laws.
No.
The 7 laws.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is the most fucking strange concept to have in a pop song in the world.
I'm thinking I forgot how slow the fucking opening of this game is.
It's really slow.
I might back out and do Kingdom Hearts instead.
The 6 codes. Excuse me. It's the 6 codes.
Okay.
Like, could you imagine a pop song in the U.S. talking about making a reference to the fact that the U.S. legal system is built on a mix of constitution, statutory law, case law, and then like
in 2017, yes. In 2017, yes.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Informative.
Like, there's just straight up like the song is literally about how he is going to just smash the 6 codes. It's like one of those is the Constitution. What are you talking about? It's the fucking worst.
Find a payphone here.
But then you get some of like Majima's music where it's like he's talking about disco and stuff, and you're like, what? I will say what upsets me is that
chat. Do you want this opening doesn't actually get much faster? Do you want me to save and go to something a little more action packed? You guys voted for Yakuza 0, but you may have
Chat's
voted.
been real quiet.
Yeah,
I think we killed him.
I'm not sure who else in chat. So people in chat, please let me know if you want me to bump out to something more action packed, or even a later save in this game, because
I think a later save where you just do mini games might be guy on phone duty. Yep. That is one of the great things about the series where they don't name people; they just describe them.
I mean, I can't talk about English Persona 5, but in Japanese, especially with Persona 5, but also Persona 4, just like rumor-loving girl, funky student.
But this game does it way more, way more descriptive.
Basically, Atlas USA's localizations, the games they choose to localize tends to happen a lot.
Because in the Giant Bomb playthrough of this, I forgot that the guy whose name is Mr. Libido
is walking erection.
Yeah, they describe him as walking erection.
Yes.
He's just a dude who does crotch thrusts and walks around in his underwear and attends various sex industry related places all day long.
Okay, I'm hearing one person for whatever I think is most fun, one person for later save. So I think I'll dick around in the later save for a bit.
Yeah, do you have a Majima save handy?
Yeah, I do.
That has not completed the Hostess Club?
I'll check.
Did you finish the Hostess Club?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is worth it, but not just for his last fighting style is kind of insane.
Yeah. Later. Okay. I'll bump out to a later save and then we'll see.
Imagine his bat fighting style, but with a knife.
Oh no, I know what it is.
It's fucking brutal.
Mm-hmm.
It's upsetting. I did his whole last boss fight with it, and it's legitimately upsetting to watch.
I mean, his last boss fight is really anticlimactic and easy.
Yeah, it is. I did the whole run up to it with it, and basically he just stabbed dudes the whole way up the building. It's pretty upsetting. Like he just murdered like 12 dudes.
So I was
He
at
doesn't really get the end of this game, does he?
not really.
No.
So I was at a Best Buy this weekend with a friend because I have Gamers Club unlocked, and she wanted to buy Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, and
Okay.
so she wanted my 20% discount. So we were there, and at the PS4 section, they had like 3 copies of that left. They had one remaining copy at this Best Buy of Yakuza 0. It's second printing.
So no business
No,
cards.
but the fact that it has a second printing
Yeah.
so soon.
That's amazing.
Okay, hold up.
Does Sony print all their games in Japan / China?
No, they print a lot of Blu-ray discs in Mexico.
Okay, so it would be relatively easy to restock comparatively. You're not dealing with the multi-week transatlantic
No.
cruise or
Uh,
trans-Pacific cruise. Excuse me. That's not where China is.
yes, and you need to get the packaging from an approved pack-out vendor.
Yeah, I do wonder
I
what
can't
that
speak too much.
means
Yeah.
for like restocks of Switch games, because I presume Nintendo's going to control manufacture of the Switch cartridges.
Yeah. I can't talk too much about that, but that's a good thing to wonder about. Okay,
But
here's Mashima.
the supply line's not so bad. I know there was a Switch restock today.
Mm-hmm. The hardware, yes.
Yeah.
And accompanying that, some Breath of the Wild cartridges as well.
Yeah.
Because that game on Switch has also been somewhat hard to find retail.
Yeah, I mean the attach rate is absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a ridiculous number for an attach rate.
As it turns out, that was very predictable.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was.
Here's a 100,000 yen Dream Machine. I still
I
have the trophy for getting a good thing from a Dream Machine.
I haven't seen a copy of Switch.
I got candy.
I haven't seen a copy of Zelda since I got mine, and I pre-ordered mine.
Mm-hmm.
Which is amazing. You would think they would just have shipped them 1-to-1.
I think they shipped them something like 4 to 5. Or 3 to 5, because digital as well.
Yeah. Only 1-2 Switch and Just Dance. Yeah, that checks out. I have seen Bomberman though. I've seen Bomberman and
here's the freaking bag dudes that I never helped.
Oh, you never did that one?
No.
I did it. I did all the quests I ran into. I was trying to help a friend out your way actually get a hold of a Switch, and we were like they were trying to run one down, and the best part was like some stores you could tell they just didn't want to fucking deal with the shit. So one case she called a Walmart and asked if they had any in, and no, it won't get any till May. It's like, wow, that's a lie. Yeah, because I know for a fact they had Switches earlier in that day. So like, no, dude.
No, I've had not about Switch, but I've had a local GameStop just straight up lie about stock before. I've contemplated calling them while I'm in the store,
looking at the game.
Yeah, to fact check them, but boy.
I wonder. I know Nintendo said that they're going to double their production of Switches for next fiscal year. That doesn't really help us.
I mean, 2 million was what they shipped on day one, so this restock is already with 2 million.
Yeah. I wonder how long it would take them to significantly increase production.
They seem pretty nimble if they're already able to.
But they set that
ship more.
They set that 2 million number a long time ago, though. So they've had time.
They have, but over the course of like a month and a half, they were able to produce more for launch month to make that decision and execute on it, which is more nimble than they've been with Amiibo or NES Classic or
Sure. I mean, so the thing about NES Classic that I know people are upset they wanted to get one and they couldn't. Like, it's such a stopgap product. Like, it's just totally like we don't have anything coming out this year.
Plus, do they really want it out right now? Now that you can just hook it up to your PC and load the entire NES catalog on it.
Yeah, like they didn't they probably did not really want the thing to sell that well, to be honest. Like they want to make money on it, sure, but I mean, what I have heard and what I have seen is that they showed it to retailers and retailers were like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
And so they bought as many as they made as many as the retailers wanted, because the retailers were coming from it from like the Jack specific Sega things.
Yeah.
Which don't sell very well. But those are also not premium products. For what it is as a retro console, it is a premium product of retro consoles. Mm-hmm. Way more thought went into one of those than into the Jack specific Genesai.
My favorite was getting all of the press releases about the other retro consoles.
Oh god!
Between NES Classics announced and launch, be like, we hear, like, now that people are actually paying attention to these, here's what we've been doing for years. And I'm like, oh shit.
My favorite was when they announced a new version of the Sega one.
Yep. They usually put out 3 Sega ones a year, at least.
Like right after, like, oh, this is the new one, and this one takes your old Genesis cartridges. Whoa! Except that already existed, and also it doesn't work super good. 10 NES minis in a store, but they upped the price to €80. Jesus. So, you know, we make fun, or not make fun, we make comment on the podcast about the fact that, you know, in Europe prices are all weird because there's no MSRP.
It's true.
I never thought about the fact that could mean prices go up.
Oh, it does. Nope.
Like the price could be higher, which is crazy to think about. They could just go like, no, I'm going to raise the price because we can sell it for this. That must infuriate somebody like Nintendo, though.
Yeah, like, well, but they don't have the rights to do anything about it. It's a fucking Wild West.
Yeah. Like that must be infuriating. Like, God, don't charge so much for this thing.
Here, this is gonna be a more entertaining stream game.
What are you loading?
Birth by Sleep 0.2.
I'm gonna need a beer.
I'm gonna look. I'm probably not gonna play the whole thing tonight.
Probably not. Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
It's a 2-hour game.
I have a job that I have to get to bed for at some point.
I know when you sign off Skype.
No, you know when my computer times out because I've fallen asleep.
Okay, that's closer.
I do have a podcast to plan. Let's see if those guys have responded to my email that I sent today. Do we have a response? Do we have any responses? We do, from John.
Wow, you should have me on at some point. By the way,
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, got some fun things to talk about.
I hate John Lindemann emails.
Yeah,
I hate them.
The ones I've received have been pretty calm, which I know is abnormal.
So they're all calm, but usually there's like a line there where I'm like, God damn it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, normally our planning email is like episode whatever number planning. I have a bad habit of screwing up the numbers because I'm kind of slightly dyslexic. Mm-hmm. So I'll be like episode 418 planning, and Greg will be like, that's 100 episodes ago. Fuck. But then it's just there because we use Google email. Yep. Then it's just there at the top forever. Yep. So this week I just did episode planning because I didn't bother to look up what number we're on. And I basically just said, all right, guys, what's your new business? I need to plan an episode. Mine was I finished Zelda and I played all of the Shovel Knights.
Oh, by the way, as soon as I switched the Twitch playing description from Yakuza to Kingdom Hearts, we got more viewers.
There we go. Welcome, Kingdom Hearts people. And so John immediately responds.
I'm rusty. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah.
like 2 hours, responds, I also finished Zelda. Not sure what I'm playing next. Maybe Princess Tomato speedrun. I'm going to hold him to that, and I'm going to make him talk about a Princess Tomato speedrun. If you wonder why I need to know, it determines like where I slot people into the episode.
Yeah.
So like if I'm trying to build an episode lineup, but I don't want to put somebody who's going to talk about like sexy poker in the opening slot.
You've done that with me before.
I have, but
you have put me in the opening.
Guests get to go first, so sometimes it's a dangerous position to put myself in.
You haven't done. No, because now you frequently slotted me third.
Yeah, well, sometimes I have to protect myself.
I can't open or close.
What was that poker?
I have to be skippable.
Yeah, so we open and close with Nintendo, as a general rule. And then I try to put something new in the open. If there's guests, the guests will get moved to the front usually.
Unless it's
well, no, we didn't start with when I had Johnny on last time, he didn't start.
Oh, that's true.
But he didn't start because it worked out for how I was doing the programming. Like I try to have some kind of rhyme or reason to the order. So I'll do stuff that like, oh, this transitions nicely into this, or there's something connecting these two even tangentially, or this is a pretty good contrast to put them next to each other, or oh fuck, what's James playing today? Oh well, I'm James now. So it used to be, oh fuck, what's James playing? Why does he have
James now?
Yeah, so it's like, well, no, now I'm putting it together. So it's, oh fuck, what did I play this week? Oh boy.
Oh.
Like, why does James have a game about traps in a mansion? Well,
because Tecmo.
Because I don't know. Deception 4 Blood Ties. Let's do this. I have, after having to run this show, I have dialed that shit back. I still have that shit, but I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't
you
throw
talk
it in
about
the
it.
Yeah, I don't put it in the show to cause disruption.
How's Danganronpa going?
I have it.
I know you do, and you've been talking about the Vita TV interface, which leads me to believe that you set it up.
I was trying to play with PS4 streaming to it.
Ah.
It is set up. It's been set up.
Okay.
I was
that
trying
used
to see.
To be the reason why you
I was trying to see if I could stream the PS4 to it, and the answer is nah.
Not well.
Yeah.
It's not a very good setup.
No, it doesn't play particularly great either.
Shit.
The thought was if I could stream the PS4 to it, I could have the PS4 access upstairs, but I forgot that the Wi-Fi is just shit on the Vita TV.
Yep. Just Vita in general
it's really bad. Like downloads slower than 3DS.
Yeah, downloads go 1 megabyte every 5 seconds or so.
God. So I'm looking for that poker game I talked about on the show.
Yes.
That's not called Sexy Poker. It's a little bit more.
Game.
It's a little bit more.
Sweet Memories Blackjack.
That's it. Yeah, it's Blackjack anyway. But yeah. So I just googled poker 3DS. There's a lot of poker games for 3DS.
There are.
Governor of Poker, which is the one that I made fun of.
Mm-hmm.
Plain Video Poker.
Oh yes.
That's its name.
Yep. The selling point is no fuss.
World Champion Deluxe Poker Series. Or is she World Championships Poker Deluxe Series? That's a retail game for the DS. Governor of Poker.
Did you miss Yakuza? I missed out on Vroom. Yeah, there'll be an archive of those. Yakuza wasn't a very good stream game. We can go back to that. I've just bounced over Kingdom Hearts for a bit because it's more fun. It's a more fun stream game. Although I am kind of getting my ass kicked because I'm rusty as hell.
Yakuza can be a great stream game, but it can also be a terrible stream game.
I realized not only is the opening really bad, my save file's at a really bad spot for streaming.
Yeah, like Yakuza worked as a stream game when all the
premium adventure.
Yeah, when all the subquests are open, but you haven't done them yet.
Yes, no, I've done almost all the subquests.
Or when like, okay, I'm gonna go do the karaoke.
Yeah, those don't open until like late chapter 2.
Yeah. What frustrates me about the Giant Bomb playthrough is that they're not doing Majima's Disco.
What frustrates me about that is that
It's everything.
Is their inability to remember things week to week.
Well, you shouldn't play that game with a week gap in it.
No, but also you should recognize that the dude sitting in front of the table is gonna want to play shogi, and that the dudes standing out, holding things out to you constantly, are handing you fucking pocket tissues.
See, you know what's funny? I never got a single pocket tissue in Japan.
You weren't trying hard enough.
I only ever saw them in Akihabara.
Yeah, that's usually where they are.
But like, I didn't even see that many. Like, there was like 1 or 2 people handing them out. And the weather was gorgeous when I was in. It was gorgeous. Like the people in Japan are like, the weather is crazy good right now. It was like 55 Fahrenheit. Like I had a light coat on that
Celsius.
Yeah. I had a light coat on that I took off during the day to put in my bag. Like, it was great, and like nothing. It didn't rain. It rained one day. I got caught in it, but like, the weather should have been way worse for late November, and rainy. But like, no, I didn't see much of that. I did see the business cards. There's a Wi-Fi power saving option on the Vita?
Yes, and if it's checked, that means that you are not saving power. If it is unchecked, then you are saving power. It's backwards, and they've never patched that.
Dear God. All right, so that might be part of the reason why it's terrible.
It's actually not. That's just what that actually means is that when you are in rest mode on an actual Vita, it will not use Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Which is the default. So when you put your system into sleep mode, it stops downloading.
Great, awesome, useful skill.
Yeah, that's the default.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't stream nice. It did not stream nice at all.
Yeah, it just has a terrible network.
And which is fine. I've been doing a lot of Switch. I find that
which also has a subpar network connection, but not as bad.
It's not great. But you know, when I had it in, it was more of a range issue than anything. I mean, I've always been able to pick stuff up in the house. I've got a repeater on the 2nd floor, and it's been fine. But like, it downloaded Shovel Knight in no time at all.
I had trouble today downloading Vroom, and that's like 800 megs. But for some reason, it took way too long, because it kept stuttering.
And I got Shovel Knight. What, like 2 days after launch, right? Like, pretty quick.
Pretty quick, yeah. I let you know the Monday after.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here's the first boss.
Level 52 is the first boss.
You start level 50.
Fuck off with that.
This is a sequel.
Yeah, but
it takes place 10 years after Birth by Sleep. It does not actually make any sense to be level 1 yet.
It was your antibodies the Switch rejecting that piece of software.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking
deny that. That's on point.
I'm glad they called it software and not game.
It's true.
Oh fuck, I'm out of bullets. Okay. We're out of focus, excuse, not bullets. Shit, that got trouble again.
We get Warren Spector's one of these, so we can get all the fun Disney characters and all of the item collection that I so desperately.
Some of these games go pretty obscure with Disney.
Here's 7 characters you've never heard of. Be sure to collect all the paint buckets so you can put the color back in them.
Okay. Well, Max, here we go.
So actually, funny thing about that game, the first one, he was actually demoing it in their booth at E3, like, and not like on a schedule, like, oh, be here at 2 and Warren will show you how to play the game.
Yeah, no.
He was just hanging out there.
He believed in that project so much.
Epic Mickey being the project, by the way, since I didn't say it. I actually, so I demoed it with Carly. We actually handed off halfway through the demo because the line was really long. Because they were giving out pins or something, I can't remember. I let her keep the pin. But like the person who was demoing it for us was like the gameplay producer, like somebody really senior on that project.
Disney does that for their demos primarily. They try
And
to
like,
get people to staff.
and like Warren is just over there, demoing it for people in line. It's like, what? Why? He may have been in a press only line.
Yeah, I think they probably would.
Because we did flash press credentials, and they just stuck us at the front of a general line. They didn't have like a designated press.
My least favorite is just press lines. It's like, just get a meeting room.
Have enough consoles.
That too.
Just have enough fucking consoles. One thing I will say about Nintendo is like on their big game, they have enough consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Except for this year with Zelda, or last year.
Yeah.
But that's because that demo was like 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm. Like Smash Brothers, no one accused them of not having enough stations.
No, there were like 50 stations. It was insane. There were too many stations. Like I legitimately was having trouble like getting a full game together sometimes. The 3DS stations they probably could have used a lot less of because nobody wanted to demo the 3DS version.
Yeah. People would buy the 3DS version, but they wanted to play the Wii version.
Right. And it was to the detriment of everything else because there weren't as many stations around for other stuff.
You really need to try Yoshi Woolly World.
I would have liked to have. I'm trying to remember what.
My opinions on Yoshi games are well known.
There was one game that year that had a line problem. I'm trying to remember what it was. That was the same year they showed Mario Maker for the first time.
Yes.
Before it was Super.
Yes, but that was just general Mario Maker.
Yeah, and there was only one unit of that, so that was pretty slow. And it was an end cap too, so it was on the back wall. So you know that picture of Jeff Gerstmann standing next to a plaster Pokemon? Right across from that.
Do you mean Sonic?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Somebody else did the picture with the Pokemon. So like the wall, it was the back wall of their booth, and it was like Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, but here's just a poster of it, and then like a statue of the Pokemon you could take a picture with. There's no game units or anything. It was just like, it's fucking Pokemon. You know what you're dealing with. And like that was there, and across from it was Super Mario Maker, except it was just Mario Maker. And then that was end capping a bunch of Smash stations. The next aisle up was a video kiosk of Xenoblade Chronicles X, so not playable.
Yep.
Just a video on loop.
Even though the game was out, it's just really hard to get demo.
They could have done something. Just the trailer playing on loop forever was not entertaining. And then also on that back wall were the three projects. Project Guard, Project Giant Robot, and Project. You're right. There was something else. There was back there too.
Star Fox, but that wasn't on the floor.
That wasn't on the floor. There was something else on that wall. I just can't remember what it was.
Jesus.
The funny thing about Giant Robot, it never came out. Full on Smash is a 101 game. Get out. The thing about Giant Robot that was weird is that was of the two, that was the one I had the most fun with. And Guard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay full price for it, but like $5, yeah, definitely. $10,
Wait, I thought I had Senran Kagura installed.
You've got something installed here because I am being confronted with the Senran Kagura ladies.
There it is. It's in my currently playing folder, which is a misnomer because I'm not currently playing any of these games.
That should be in your always playing folder.
Sort of in the I mean to finish one day folder, except I'm going to take Hitman out of this right now because I finished Hitman. Wait,
do you have your Burkini in there too?
Remove from this folder. Remove from this folder.
What's is that double piece?
Yes, at the far end, yeah.
God.
Do you want me to? I can. That game auto censors when you stream it, but I'm using Capture Kit, so.
Well, I mean, does that game use the Move controller?
No.
Oh, it should. It should use the Move controller. Oh, the touchpad. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of stroking minigames.
Oh. I mean, the touchpad kind of sucks as it is.
Oh, it's
Like
terrible. I'll show
it's
you
it
one of them. These are
it's
the ones that get censored, so you're right. This is rarely seen online.
like I mean
Unreal Engine.
when I mean the touchpad kind of sucks, like it just kind of sucks to use too.
Yeah. This is the most Unreal Engine Unreal game, by the way.
No. Like I think
Just watch the.
I mean, yeah, the logo doesn't fit at all. Um they should have gotten permission to redraw the logo. Autodesk scale form, yep. Where's my speed tree?
No, not that type of game. It's a rail shooter. They don't need speed tree.
That would be great. That'd be a good one to pop up there.
Alola Greninja, this is what I came here for.
I will say, like, they do the work on this game.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know why they do the work on this game, but they do the work on this game.
This was what a gleeful review request, and the response was, you and that outlet are really going to cover this game? And I'm just like, we have a sense of humor.
They wrote a custom song for this game.
Yes, and they got an incredibly famous Japanese vocalist.
This game is a sequel, by the way.
Yep, this is yep, with a very terrible subtitle.
Yeah. This and Unreal Tournament are co-stars of the most Unreal game.
There, double piece.
So
it doesn't sound like it's meant to.
I like the fact that, like, in one of the quick look for this game, and they didn't pick up on it. The intro is basically them saying, like, there's a legend of this school of a kid last year who suddenly became popular with all the girls. It's like, it's a legend. It happened last year.
So okay, event.
It's a legend.
Hey James.
Score attack.
Yeah. Do I want to do?
You've only unlocked two paths.
Yeah, I played
and the vanilla girls, no less. Come on.
Vita. It's not
medical
cross-save.
care.
It's not
Oh
cross-save.
no. Demon calling.
Yeah. So Shinobu in the window or Her Majesty Shinobu. Her Majesty Shinobu is like BDSM. Shinobu in the window is like ass stuff.
Can I vote nothing? Can I vote just
No.
I want to die?
No.
I want to die. That's my vote. I want to die.
No, I need your answer.
Like
I need
like
your
you're just-
incriminating on-record answer.
I need to know what the demon calling is.
Fine. I don't remember
Sisters
this.
Odd Ritual, but it's plural sisters, which makes me think it's
Yes.
both of them.
It is. Oh yeah, that's right. She got stuck.
Well, yeah, that's why it's in the window. Sister, the chat wants
this isn't the window.
the chat wants Sisters Odd Ritual.
Oh, it's a square button. Okay. I was like, all right.
Why? Already things have gone wrong. Also,
Yeah,
that's not how skirts work.
This is the one you asked for, James.
That's not how skirts work.
This is the one you asked for. Also, this is extra hard when I can't hear.
Why are there like aliens on her shoulder?
I don't know. There's a demon spirit.
They look
symbols.
like the viruses from Dr. Mario.
Yeah, they kind of are. Oh, I gotta stroke her nose. Okay.
You got to throw pills at this girl.
No, I had to stroke her nose.
Just throw pills at her.
Hang on. No.
What a position to be stuck.
Okay.
You're right. The skirt is really well starched.
What's my motion gonna be? What's the motion that's gonna make me stroke? Oh, I gotta give her a tug towards me. Okay.
I'm pretty far behind, so I don't.
Oh yeah, no, you'll love this. This is the
Will
part.
I?
Yeah, when it says give her a tug, that's when it starts censoring the screen in the share function.
Well, I just saw a little bit of pantsu, so I know where this is going.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a giant. The
Here we
whole
are.
screen goes black for a bit.
Here we are.
Uh-huh.
So, when you say she's stuck, she's like she can't move.
Yeah, she stuck to the floor with like demon adhesive.
Oh,
She tried to trap a demon,
Oh, okay.
but she fell down. Anyways, I have to find where I have to stroke her. I have to stroke her like, okay, there it is.
Story of my life. Why is she wearing dog tags?
Those are like cleric bells. She's a demon hunter.
I mean, as you do. Would Dragon Quest Heroes 2 doesn't have any subtitle? What was the subtitle in the original release?
In English, it's the
Oh, it's the long one, isn't
yeah,
it?
the World Trees Woe and the Blight Below, I believe.
Oh. Or do they mean actual like subtitles?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay. That'd be weird.
Okay, I gotta give her another time. 2 fingers on the touchpad, just swiping down as much as I can within a couple seconds. I only filled the meter 12.5 times.
Who writes this game?
In Japanese or in English?
In Japanese, like who sits down and says, "All right, we need to come up with a scenario."
Creators of Mighty Number 9 and Blaster Master Zero and Azure Striker Gunvolt.
I need a scenario where there's a girl in her sailor outfit glued to a sticky pad with her skirt up in the air wearing a demon mask on the side of her head. That's your job.
Oh,
Go.
I have to stroke her knees. Okay, stroke her knees.
A genius. Like just the boardroom where they're just coming up, where they're just like drawing up ideas.
I stroked her nose again.
I
hope I sound as interested.
You sound like you're doing operating room theater. All right,
Yeah.
now we're gonna stroke her nose.
Oh no, I don't mean to sound sensual like that. I mean
No. Just like very quiet, so nobody gets distracted by me talking.
Yeah, no, I'm just bored.
She's got lots of like robot viruses on her knee.
Yeah,
She's way too into it now.
I'm just frustrated by how fast those things were moving.
You must be perfect, otherwise she will never be free of the demon trap. Like somebody sat down and said, okay, what would an adhesive glue demon target look like? Well, obviously it needs to have the cardinal directions on it.
Yep.
So you know where it's going to be aligned.
Obviously.
I assume the localization team for this game just knows what, like they work here because
PQ.
this is what they work here because this is what they want.
I mean, they were the ones that brought over Valkyrie Tribe, the game by the Senran Kagura team that Marvelous and Xseed said nope.
Which is a shame. I want that game to live with its kin.
New high score because
There you go. Perfect.
I hadn't ever done that event in Stage Select, so I didn't have a rating on it before. Perfect.
Isn't she getting more stuck?
That was Maya's demon calling. Anyways, that's double piece.
I didn't see any Galgunning. I just saw tugging on girls.
That's all you need to know.
Such is life.
Oh, god damn it. Great. That's now one of my most recently played.
Good.
I'm trying to think.
I'm surprised there's only 5 slots. I would have expected there to be more considering what this game is.
Yeah.
I would have thought. I thought this been like this game's got 47 waifus. Have fun.
There is like the 5th one is choose a generic NPC.
Oh, that's not the same.
It's not.
What is that? Go back.
Well, we're way off. So what? Just describe it.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
No, just
I figured out what it was.
What was it?
I think it was just your I think it was just one of the many icons here for Square Enix games. I was like, that looks like Square. Oh, that's Square. It is a Square Enix game. That's what it looks like.
Square Enix tends to be logo on top of black, which is what they've done for all the Kingdom Hearts PS4 releases and FF15.
What's the one? That's the Nonary game. Okay.
Yes. Nonary games, and then to its left is Danganronpa 1-2 Reload, and then the folder to that left is Danganronpa V3 and P5 and some other stuff.
1-2 Switch single player.
1-2 Switch single player.
Both controllers at the same time.
There's only one game I can play single player and stream, and that's Eating Contest.
Both controllers at the same time.
No. That doesn't even work for half the games. I know. I single player did the first group so I could unlock the full sets for a party.
Stipperclip single player.
That is not fun. So I have 437 PS4 games.
Good God! All right, what's your like? Fucking why is this a thing? PS4 game?
Mighty Number 9.
No, besides that, like something that didn't have a multi-million-dollar budget behind it.
Mighty Number 9.
No, Mighty Number 9 had a depressingly high budget behind it. Don't even joke. You're diminishing their guilt by doing that.
I don't know. I'm just fucking scrolling through at this point. There are plenty of these fucking games.
I think I heard James say he wants Oculus Stream.
I mean, he does, but that's a fucking long download. Let me see how large that download is.
You laugh, but I would almost consider playing that game if it wasn't for the fact the gameplay sucks.
You've asked me one too many questions about that game.
I'm fascinated by it because it's like the writers seem to know.
Yeah, I played through it on PC. Let me look at the PS4.
Like the writers seem to know.
Let me look at the PS4 download size. I started the download just to see what the download size is. If this thing is 10 gigabytes or more. Oh no, it's only 3.3 gigs. Yeah, it's downloading in the background now. We'll get to that.
What? My Nintendo just gave you a 50% off just for you discount for Monster Hunter stories?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, My Nintendo Japan's pretty good.
Oh.
So...
Why are we getting excited about them giving us a discount code? Like,
good
fuck.
fucking question.
Fuck. Give me something good. Give me something useful.
What's it?
I've got 2,100 silver coins, and I don't even try to collect them at platinum. I don't even try to collect them anymore. Why is platinum better? Not as good as gold?
Makes you feel better. Because it doesn't.
I can get 30% off.
Chat. Someone in chat knows this because someone in chat usually knows this type of shit. Can I contact PlayStation support and get them to remove an entitlement for a game?
No,
because I don't need Destiny First Look Alpha and Battlefield Hardline Beta in my goddamn library.
You shoot a game and you'll be good to go.
I have those games in my library. I also don't need Hitman Beta next to Hitman. Why do I have F1 2016? That was never explained to me. I think I just got a code one day and I punched it in because I was an idiot. And now that's just littering my... No, that's like 50 gigs.
I reviewed one of those F1 games a long time ago. I was surprised by how good it was. Like, legitimately good...
Yeah.
And this was like the Wii version of this game, too. Like, the version they shouldn't have given a fuck about.
Oh, yeah, no, they put a lot of effort into it.
I was shocked at how good that game was.
I think it's Codemasters. They put a lot.
It was Codemasters. Is Codemasters still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it still the same company, or is it one of those like European companies where like they've changed names 13 times and
I don't know.
Like it's like, oh, we're Codemasters, but we're not those Codemasters.
I have a lot of
Vivendi owned us for a little while and then spun us off again.
I have a lot of Miku, but my fear is if I put it on that, they might not let me export this to YouTube.
Because of music.
Because they don't license any of the music for streaming, and it's like Future Live is over 200 songs, and it's like 200 different licenses.
I can get 30% off Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons separately. Yeah, that's how they're celebrating.
Mega Dimension Neptunius VII V2.
Welcome to Mario Day. What's the discounts for Mario Day? I probably own every game on this list.
10% off Mar.
I own everything on this list.
I wish I could see the download sizes from this page without punching in download, because I don't want to actually commit to downloading Mega Dimension Neptunium V2. But
Nintendo
if it's like
smart device apps.
Yeah.
The first one listed is the parental control app.
Yep.
Goddamn.
It's their most recent app.
Mario Run comes out next week?
Yep. Definitive Hitman Go, because you can't delete anything from that. Thanks guys. definitive Hitman Go. Because Hitman Go is a fucking great game, and Lara Croft Go is a fucking great game, and I wanted those on PlayStation.
I need points. I need to do something with these points.
Fire Emblem Heroes is a good way to spend them.
Nintendo, give me something to do with these points.
Fire Emblem Heroes is a great way.
Yeah, but I've lost interest in Fire Emblem Heroes at this point because I can't, because it seems like I never get anything useful on the lotto draw. And then you'll go into like the arena mode and you'll be against somebody who's got like 4 or 5-star Takamis. You're like, how the fuck do you even do that?
By being a whale.
So like you're not gonna win. No matter how good your strategy is, 4 or 5-star Takamis, you're just screwed.
Yeah, no. He's even after weeks and weeks of new characters, he's still one of the most broken characters in the entire game.
Yeah, like I've got one of the broken characters. I've got a 5-star Naui, which is broken.
Why do I have 2 Tales games and I don't like Tales games?
Because I like Tales games. Therefore, we're gonna play some Tales games.
Tales of Berseria won 2nd place, and I hate Tales games.
Like
I put it on there.
Which ones do you have? You have Zestria and Berseria?
Yeah, the 2 peaceful ones.
Which one is regarded as being good? Because there's never 2 in a row regarded as being good.
People didn't like Zestiria. It would open world and filled the open world with nothing, so it was just long paths between story points. Yeah,
I do have an all 5-star team at this point. I have about 9 5-star characters, but it's just like I've got 2 of I'm trying to remember what the thief's name is. Not Matthew.
I could boot up Witcher 3. I forget how to play.
I want to say it's Jafar, but that just sounds like I'm being racist. Let's see. What's his name? I've got 2 5-star of the same character, which is just great, awesome. You should play some Toho.
I'm not playing Toho. I have limits.
Really?
Yes, they are they're not hard limits. I will enforce them still.
Because they're not Toho. It's Jafar. It is Jafar. I was right. I've got 2 5-star Jafars. They have the exact same base stats.
Here, I'm gonna boot this up. This game is out Friday. It's the compilation of 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. It's $50. Don't get it on PS4. Get it on Vita, not Vita TV. Get it on Vita or PC so that you don't play with a controller. This game wasn't made for a controller.
No, it was made for the DS touchscreen.
Or the Vita touchscreen, respectively.
Well, I mean, the original one was made for the DS touchscreen.
Yes,
yeah.
But Torgal is okay. So I'll boot up the 999 remake because I'm sure that's the only one of the 2 that people care about actually seeing. And I'll just boot up the very first escape sequence so you can see how the gameplay translates.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yes.
But not about this, about Fire Emblem Heroes.
Yeah.
Are the characters you get when you start the game the family that are all 2 stars for some reason? Are they actually good if you were to invest the money to upgrade them all the way to 5-star?
I have no idea.
I bet they suck.
I bet they do. So, actually no, because units that you've gone from 2 up, or 1 up, tend to actually be better 5 stars than what you get at 5 stars.
Does it pay to level them up first and then do it, or is there no advantage?
It pays to level them up. Sam is in chat cheering for 999. So the big innovation here is that this water sprite now moves.
It moves. It's new art, obviously.
Sometimes.
Well, no, this is obviously not DS art.
Sometimes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like I actually remember how to solve this puzzle. I think.
Yeah.
The whole thing, because there was a demo, if I recall correctly.
And you have to do this puzzle. How many fucking times?
Oh, that's right. That's why I remember it. Because you have to do it like 11 times.
Not in the final one. The final one you get a flowchart. Although there's a lot of jank with how that flowchart works. Because if you recall, the true path, can you use the touchpad? No. um, the the final path requires you go through a specific path and then get story checks
Yeah.
and have an ending cleared. You can't do that with the flowchart.
Oh.
Also, it's really unclear what the story checks are. Here.
What's ridiculous is that I haven't played this game in years, years and years and years. I think I still remember how to solve this puzzle all the way through this room.
That's yes, because it gets ingrained in your memory. So I'm gonna load up my actual current save. And just show you the flowchart. What the fuck do these keys of different colors and the locks of different colors mean? Like, if anyone in the chat can explain their theories to me on this flowchart. This flowchart is bad.
Oh, you're at the mummy.
Yeah. But
so I seem to recall that those mean something like you have to have a specific thing or have done a specific thing to clear it. Like you can't proceed down this branch because something.
But that's not applicable to how the game actually works because none of those ones shouldn't actually be there for where I am.
You've got a lot of the endings though.
Yeah, no, I have all the endings except for the final two.
The last one's a pain in the ass to get.
The true ending and then the coffin ending that comes with it.
The last ending is a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah.
It's right, because the coffin ending is a subset of the true ending.
It is.
But you have to do the first one first, and then you can do
Except I'm not entirely. I am not confident that this version, this remake will treat it that way, based on trophy descriptions.
Okay, that's good though. If you didn't have to do them, because the thing is that the coffin ending was you had to do it, and you did exactly the same thing again, and you get the true ending.
Or if you got the true ending the first time, you also got coffin.
Oh, okay. So I thought you had to do coffin first.
Yeah.
And then
also, someone explain this trophy for me. Saw all previews in 999. I saw one. I've done 4 of the endings, and one of them ended with like flashes to like other timeline. But the only ending left is the true ending.
Well, if they count the coffin, then there might be something in there. Because you can get the coffin and not get the true ending.
Yeah, fuck. If I have to get the coffin to get the preview, or if getting the true ending eliminates the possibility of seeing the preview. Oh, fuck everything about this.
Because I definitely got the coffin and then got the true one.
Yeah.
Playthroughs.
Yeah, no, one of the trophies is, see every scenario in the game. So that fill every pip on the flowchart, which implies to me that the coffin ending.
What's interesting is you never got the left branch towards the start.
That's where I am right now.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the one required. You can get every ending except for the final ending, with just this one path. And then you also don't need this path up here, the path on the right, the middle right. You don't ever need that, except for to see all the content. That one is 100% optional content. I think it's a full escape that you don't ever have to do.
This reminds me of the Raiden Historia announcement today.
Yes.
Which, all right, so let's. I want to break down some timelines on this real quick. So, yesterday they announced that they're going to have some.
Sorry.
Which question was that?
If this has the ending that they added to the iOS version.
Oh, it doesn't look like it from the flowchart.
It doesn't look like it from the flowchart.
So they announced yesterday on the 20th, although it was 21st local time, that Famitsu's going to have a new thing in the Raiden Historia franchise. The Raiden Historia website says check on the 23rd.
Yes.
Today, decidedly not the 23rd.
Famitsu advertises their own issue by uploading low res scans, and they.
But not low enough because you could read the whole thing.
Yes.
So essentially, wait till the 23rd.
And it's only the first 2 pages of that article, but yes.
Yeah, it just gets blown away. But the first 2 pages is enough to tell you what this thing is.
Oh yes, it's a remake with new content, full price.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm heartbroken or enheartened by it. Like, obviously, a sequel would have been much preferred. 3DS I'm okay with, actually. I don't mind that at all. Obviously, if it was like, hey, it's a Switch game, I wouldn't be upset. I paid for the damn thing, but there's no way they're gonna make a Switch game Raiden Historia.
No, that Seiken Densetsu collection trailer, when I saw that, literally, it showed like Second Distance 1 or like Final Fantasy Adventure, and I was watching it and I was literally sitting there being like, okay, this is the Game Boy footage. When's it gonna like de-res and then re-res as like the big HD? I was like, oh no, no, they're just putting the Game Boy ROM. Okay.
Then what was it?
You know, if the package has other stuff, like there's
It's sparse. There is, but it's sparse.
mm,
It is primarily being sold that way because you can play free.
right.
Also because retail cartridges are very expensive to manufacture on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, versus it being a niche, versus it just being a virtual console release.
But
if they were,
profit margin can be higher. Yeah.
yeah, if they were to actually translate 3, and I assume the translation of 1 is probably fucked.
They would have to retranslate 1.
I think so too.
I would pay full game price for it, knowing that I'm not going to pay $60 for it because I never pay $60, but I'd pay 50.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking game.
It is. That's a ton. Like, yeah, if you've never played those 3 games before, that collection is well worth the price they're asking in Japan. It's well worth 5,000 yen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money.
For
basically 3 virtual console games.
That's a ton of great games.
Yeah, and the Switch is kind of unique for it because you have the 2 controllers with you. And the sprites are big enough that actually playing on that mode, a tabletop mode, isn't a big deal.
Nope.
Because it's a Super Nintendo game, so obviously its resolution is quite low.
Yes. Also, if you want to see how they pull the trick off with only 1 screen, that's how they do it. James, it's forward facing. Everyone else, they just saw that. That's how they pull the trick.
Yeah.
I can't get the Funya-Rimpa dialogue. I want to solve this puzzle and get the Funya-Rimpa line. No, wait, that's at the end of the escape, isn't it? Do you remember?
Yeah, it is. It has a quick save and a sound test. That's it. Oh.
Yes. Where is
like so to me that price doesn't make sense in Japan then.
No,
that price here, if they actually did the work to release it here, it would make sense.
Can someone in the chat remind me if the Funya-Rimpa dialogue is at the end of the escape or if it's in the middle of the escape? Because I want to see the Funya-Rimpa dialogue.
They don't usually talk that much during the middle of the escape.
I mean, that whole cutscene was in the middle of the escape.
Hmm.
I
mean, this one's not that bad.
No, it's not a hard escape.
Yeah. I vote just ride it out.
Okay. Okay. So
it's at the end of the puzzle.
End of the puzzle. Okay. So
Oh, that June art doesn't look very much up-resed.
No, not all of it does.
That June res looks like it got cleaned up a little bit and they went back to the original art.
There's something in this room I should be going for, I think, but fuck it. I'll come back to it. Oh no, it's over here. Done. All the turning is still there, etc.
So that animation of her turning her head is definitely new, because even if it was animated on the DS, it wouldn't have been that many frames per second.
I mean, they doubled the frame rate.
Yeah.
But you see this big cursor. The very center of the cursor is what it's looking for, not anything else under the cursor.
Right, because it's based around pixel hunts.
Yes, and there's some pixel hunting with a giant-ass cursor in this game, for sure.
Right, but if they made the giant-ass cursor, the whole thing be select, you could end up with multiple items under the cursor.
You do.
Which is why only a little bit of the cursor can select.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay. This is where the Funya-Rimpa dialogue will take place when I fill it with the tiles. Okay. Handle, combine with matches. So now I have the lit candle. I'm sorry if this isn't very entertaining. I just want to get to the Queenie River dialogue.
Shh. The cursor is very ugly.
Is that what the chat's saying?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
The third second Densetsu game, beloved in Japan. Also, it was never released on any VC service. I can see a lot of people want to play that at any price there. It is really beloved, and it was not released.
Yes, it's never been re-released.
Is there a reason for that?
No.
Did it just not play well? Like, because I can't imagine Square Enix, especially in Japan in like 2009 when they were putting it all out there on the Virtual Console.
I don't know.
Would have held that game in any particular high regard that they wouldn't feel confident doing it. My guess would be that it didn't work right in their emulator.
I'm guessing.
But that's around the time they did the remake of 1, isn't it? The PSP remake?
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe that was why. Maybe they didn't want to take away from that game. Was that was PSP, right? That wasn't Vita.
You'd have to check.
I can't remember. I don't know. I know it was a full remake though, which makes me wonder, you know, is obviously not what this is.
Yeah, no. This is very much a VC style emulation, just on one cartridge.
And this brings up like the arcade classics thing. The arcade, yeah. Like, is this what the is the Virtual Console branding just dead?
No.
And it's just gonna be like classic games come out. They are just games.
Oh, here we go. This is the first check for the true ending.
I found it in between. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but
then why don't you hold on?
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things: hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and
Like if games are just games and they're just listed as games and it's not like, oh, this is Virtual Console.
I mean, yeah, you might not get a VC section, especially given how the eShop is laid out right now.
It's just oh, this is
For
maybe.
Nintendo's own stuff.
I mean, I could see just not even having the branding. Just this is Super Mario Land. Here it is. It's right here on the Switch. And you could say on there original platform or something like that. I just don't know that the Virtual Console name has any cachet anymore, especially because how shittily they supported it.
Installed Oculus Trip Undead and Regrets.
Great.
Not that pop up.
That's the first or the second one?
Second. First one never got localized. Third
That's
one is
right.
coming out in a few weeks, I guess.
Yay. Bro, ham, broski, or whatever.
Yeah, no, we're getting to that.
Your dumb sister introduces
That
you as.
fucking terrible video game.
It's the localization is so ghastly that it had to be intentional.
Oh, absolutely.
But there is the remote possibility it wasn't, which would make it better. They just legitimately just fucked it all the way up.
Oh, I forgot to show the other feature of this. During dialogue, you can hit R1. I have it set so it's dialogue boxes like VLR and ZTD. But you can go back to the original script with the third-person narration of like, Junpei walked over and did this. Okay. So let me Oh my god, this is ghastly. That did not up-res well.
What were you talking about? Because I'm behind.
Green and purple.
Oh yeah, it's kind of
It's suddenly just appearing. am I supposed to do? Okay.
Is this the first version with voice acting?
Of
Of
999?
999.
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously VLR has it.
Yes, no, that's the big thing of this remake.
I can't hear it. Is it good?
More or less,
is it-
and it's dot dots during the during the escapes mostly.
And I'm guessing it's just your standard anime voice actors,
Yes.
standard crew. For the cheap ones, probably.
Mhm.
They're not gonna trot out blanket. I'm blanking now.
Troy Baker?
Yeah, we ain't got Troy Baker money for this.
No. Okay. What is it here?
Can we get that guy that was a Green Power Ranger and get him to do it? That'll do.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know if he was green. I just know he was a Power Ranger.
Awesome, I have all the plates for the Funya-Rimpa. Here we go. Let's exit the bathroom.
There are definitely some puzzles in this one that it's like, you didn't necessarily think this puzzle all the way through, did you?
No.
It's like, this puzzle is kind of shit. Like it maybe needed another iteration. It's like this puzzle is not super solvable.
Oof. I'm gonna retry.
I like that it's still got the DS style buttons at the bottom.
Yep.
I'm the one thing I'm interested about to take it back to Radiant Historia is how much work they did on the visuals, because that game did not push the DS at all.
Nope. Oh, here we go.
I'm also interested if they made the boss battles less onerous. And if they made the regular battles less onerous.
Yeah, maybe they did some tuning.
Although for different reasons. The regular battles, if you've never played that game, were just really hard.
I think I've seen this. Where?
Like regular enemies in the field were super hard for some reason.
He has a rather interesting theory.
To the point where you would dread having to get into fights. The boss battles weren't particularly hard. They were just long.
What's this intro?
I want to say the final boss battle took me an entire episode of House.
It's not a difficult concept.
I believe that.
Like it took forever.
Yeah.
And it was like a Sunday night, and our review embargo was up like Monday morning, or maybe it was Tuesday morning.
I remember that crunch. I remember that crunch too.
And I was just wanted to finish the fucking thing, so I was just stayed up late. Like I had work in the morning. I was up till like 1:30 in the morning just trying to finish that game. And the credits roll. And I remember the credits rolling for two reasons. One, the music's really great in the credits.
Mm-hmm.
And two, it's like stained glass windows of the characters scrolling.
Yes.
It's a very nice visual. And I remember just wanting to go to sleep because I had to turn around and finish my review, which I had like 89% written, 90% written, because I was just like, all right, I know how I feel about this game. The game just needs to not fuck it up at the end.
Yes.
It needs to like not spike the football just in front of the end zone, which some games definitely do.
Oh, there are some fucking games.
It's like, oh, all you have to do is stick the landing, and your review is good.
Here we go.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like it's just black and white?
Does it look like anything to me?
I guess it looks like
Funya-Rimpa.
Funya-Rimpa.
Here we go.
See, I mean, this totally looks like one. And here and here.
What the hell is a Funya-Rimpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funya-Rimpa? You mean you don't know?
How the hell would I know?
They should have pushed him through one of the doors.
How could you not know? blasphemous.
I appreciate that they got the same.
Say you're sorry.
Wait.
Apologize to the Funya Rimpa. Goodness.
Um,
You're such a rude woman.
I'm so
Julian,
glad
just screwing around.
that they got the voice actor from ZTD, but made him not suck.
Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah.
He was meant to suck in ZTD, and I'm
This is
glad
a
that they
doll.
got the same one.
See?
And we're just like,
this.
okay, now don't suck.
So now we know what it's a picture of. But
Anyways,
I don't
there was the Funya Rimpa. Apologize to the Funya Rimpa. Just fast forwarding through the rest of this.
All right. Enough. We've got the key. Let's
So I will
get out.
save here. That is the 999 remake. And I think at this point we're gonna do Akiba's Trip and call it, unless someone
Okay.
wants to see Senran Kagura.
No. I've seen enough Senran Kagura.
You have seen almost no Senran Kagura.
I've seen enough Senran Kagura.
Have you seen the whole run of the anime?
That would be too much Senran Kagura.
Oh, I have 20 viewers and I didn't even change away from Kingdom Hearts. I think that's why. Because I've been lying about what game I've been
What did I-
streaming.
What did I give Readiness Story? I'm curious now. I think I gave it a 9.
I think you did too.
Let's see.
There, Akiba's Trip. I've now changed to Akiba's Trip so everyone will bounce. Maybe someone
mean, they
secretly realized I was streaming an unreleased version of 999.
I did give it a 9.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think I did as
Uh,
well. How dare I do Akiba's Trip, my fiance
Oh,
asks.
that's right. I had to squeeze this out before PAX. That's what it was.
Oh no.
Because PAX was like the weekend after I got it. So the review went live on the 4th, and PAX was like on the 6th.
Oh no, a little Greninja. I can't wait to play Senran with HD Rumble.
Oh yeah!
You can actually simulate the feeling of
Everything.
skin.
You can
in
simulate
HD
everything.
In HD
You can simulate it
Rumble.
all. Oh, like we made jokes about this already, though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, Overcooked is the best example going so far, where they've simulated Liquid with the Rumble tech.
like I've already basically said like HD Rumble doesn't begin until the Senran Kagura team says so.
Easy, casual, or gamer difficulty, James.
Oh yeah. Oh, this game knows. This game knows what's up.
Easy, casual, or gamer, James.
I like that easy is less than casual.
Yeah.
Gamer.
Gamer? Okay. I hate gamers. Let's do this. Name. Nanashi. Role. Model.
That's true. You know what? A Low Green Ninja points out the series creators already mentioned HD Rumble as
Yes.
exciting future prospects.
No, he has. I
No.
look forward to Valkyrie Drive on.
I like. No. I like the model description is just you.
Yes. Also,
Model you.
in a new game plus, you can play as a woman, but not now. I believe.
Not now.
You can't actually customize
of-
any of this, even though it says you like.
Of this game, you can.
Mm-hmm.
So does your sister still call you bro? You bro?
Yes.
Bro? Good. They didn't change anything.
No.
It's just the model you never see.
Mm-hmm. And they put literal Japanese advertisements in the loading screen, like for Japanese
Oh
corporations.
yeah, because Sega's all over this game, aren't they? Aren't they in this game like 3 or 4 times, even though they have nothing to do with it?
Yep.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna skip this description of what Akiba is and the fact that zombies show up. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna read the
Yeah,
first paragraph.
I've seen that. God damn it. Go for it.
I'm gonna read the first paragraph from our rating story review.
Oh yes.
Stop me when something sounds like this could be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant Story is Atlus's latest DS RPG. With the release of the 3DS, it could prove to be the final major effort on the system. If that is indeed true, they have gone all out for Radiant Historia. Delivered with a team with experience ranging from Shin Megami Tensei to Radiata stories, Radiant Historia would be the perfect conclusion to the strong support for the DS platform. Fuck! Just put 3 in front of all that.
The 3DS on the
Well,
horizon.
except for that one. Replace that with Switch and you're done.
Okay.
God damn it, Atlus.
Here we fucking go. With
I believe.
Like, you can say, oh, this game, but this game is I mean, it's what would you say, like 45% visual novel?
Oculus Trip,
Yeah,
30.
30.
It's primarily a brawler,
Yeah.
but a bad brawler.
Well, yeah. I mean, there aren't many good brawlers.
Senran Kagura is an example. I'm literally only sticking up for it in this one example. It is
Of awesome physics. Yeah,
no,
we know.
it is an example of taking the brawler genre and doing something different and etchy with it, but also having good gameplay. This is an example of that without the good gameplay part.
Yeah, I would say the difference is that this game maybe knows what it is a little bit more.
No.
Like they're more in on the joke.
No, you have not seen enough Senran Kagura.
I mean, they're in on the joke, but they're in on the joke more like, all right, we can just take this to 12. Like we already went to 11. Let's just take it to like 16. This one's got like more of a sarcasm to it. Because like everybody in
Senran Kagura has almost the same sarcasm.
Everybody in this game is insufferable.
Yes. Okay, well, great. You characters in Senran Kagura are not really insufferable. I will bite back my opinions on why, but
they're trying to play it a little more like just standard anime characters, whereas this one's just like everyone's a fuck. Every character in this game is some kind of broken person. I like that we have this long dialogue about vampires, and we're just talking about them.
Yeah, if you say just give me my damn figurines, he says that you're incompatible and he just kills you, and then you don't have to play the game.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't the driving force like his Figma got stolen or whatever?
No, he signed on to become a vampire because they promised him rare figurines, and then he was like, but you didn't, like, no one reads the fine print, you can't hold me to that. And then anyways, they beat the crap out of him with an umbrella, and then
oh yeah, then this girl shows up.
Yes, and then this girl shows up, and then Alex Navarro chases me. No, really.
I like that. I like the though I have a collar, but nothing connects to it anywhere.
Yeah.
On my clothes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Target head. The square button is jump because your attack buttons are the three other face buttons. Top, middle, bottom. You have to damage people's pants, shirts, and headgear.
Yeah, so their clothes explode off their bodies.
Usually dudes. Here's me blocking for the tutorial. Alex Navarro can't kill me now.
The animation from when you impact is absurd. Like
This
looks like
game is absurd.
it looks like a supernova goes off every time you land a punch.
I keep trying to hit square to attack because that's what a normal video game would do.
Yeah, that's normally your light attack.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Can you remap this game's controls?
Nope. On PC you can. I played it on PC.
Isn't there something in the PS4 where you can remap controls?
Yes, on a system-wide level.
Oh.
And it doesn't change, obviously it doesn't change the textures in-game. It doesn't change prompts.
Yeah.
And I don't believe there's an API. I could be talking out my ass. I don't think games can even recognize when you've changed that. Oh look, Alex Navarro's not one of those guys.
I'm going for it. Stay close.
Where's the fucking Alex Navarro sprite? Is it gone? I think we've passed it. There's Alex Navarro wearing a choker, and it's like his fucking likeness.
You're injured.
I prefer the mullet and the bad stash.
Anyway, she's gonna kiss me, with blood coming from her mouth, and my three options are drink her blood, seriously, ew, she's bleeding from her lip, or mouth to mouth. Aw, hell yeah. But it's which one you think.
I mean, you should play this like the character of this game would play this.
Sure, mouth to mouth, aw, hell yeah.
I could swear
There. I
just
could swear I just sensed a wicked notion from you.
No.
There you go. See.
Anyways, now she's making out with me. And then she gave me her blood.
Video games. This is videogames.jpg. If
No,
I've ever seen it.
This one is. It's my three options are I'm Nanashi, my name is Nanashi, or call me Nanashi.
Yeah. It's just like this is what I mean. We're like,
Yeah.
there was no reason for them to give this prompt, but they said like, what would be the funniest way to do this? Oh, what if we just had him say his name 3 different ways? It's almost exactly the same.
By the way, to the chat, Nanashi means no name.
Uh, it's like this is how can we make this as stupid as possible? What if we have a prompt where he says his name 3 ways and they're basically all the same?
Yeah, almost all of these are like outside of that beginning where you could choose not to play the game. There's really no consequence to any of the dialogue choices.
No.
So it's all just being stupid.
But when it's literally the exact same thing, just worded slightly differently, that's kind of amazing.
Yes. Okay. I've been outbid on the following item from X-Bank: 1/8 scale Pink Rhythm Beach Edition figure. Email from sister.
His animation is fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I'm speeding it up.
There we go. Brody, bro. There it is.
Brody, bro, Shabadoo is the subject line. Bro, where are you?
That's this game.
No, that's just the sister.
No, I mean that kind of stupidity is this game.
Brody, bro, Shabadoo.
And then just bro, where are you?
Also, this fucking camera. I remember the movement of the camera in this game. Everything about playing this game is miserable. The reason I played on PC is because I cheat engined my way through it to speed up the camera, because that's the only way to do it.
Bert wants to know if there's ever a prompt in this game where your choices are just 3 different lengths of ellipses.
Yes, there is.
Good. That's anime. That's anime.jpg.
I think it's like 357 or something like that. It's been a couple of years since I played this stuff, and it wasn't very memorable. How am I feeling? Like a muscle man. So they're after your underwear?
Like what? Why did they feel the need to like copy the JR station, but then like not? Like what? Did they have to get clearance to use the JR logo for this piece of shit? Oh my god!
Anyways,
when you speed it up, it's kind of alarming.
I want to get through this shit fast.
Let's call the police.
I know.
There's usually. I will say on these prompts, there's usually at least one good option. One that's just like, wow, really?
Yeah, that's...
You put, let's call the police as a choice here?
That's X-Seed. Anyways, that's the basics of stripping.
Does that guy have a monitor?
Oh.
Is that dude's weapon a tiny monitor?
I think so. Yes, it is.
What the fuck?
None of his clothing is blinking, so I can't strip him yet.
It's a very small 4:3 monitor. That's his weapon.
Fuck. I need to damage his pants more.
Video games are weird.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to take your fucking pants off. So
He just tried to.
There.
He just tried to do a spin kick with a TV monitor.
Yep. Anyways, he's still alive and not dying from the sunlight because he has a bandana on.
Yeah,
I don't remember how to heal.
It's an anti-sun bandana.
I haven't been paying attention. Anyways, he's dead now that he's dead.
It's kind of violent. He had a lot to live for, like his TV monitor.
Well, he dropped it, so it's mine now.
When he hit you with it right before you took his bandana off, it did a ton of damage, considering. Yeah. This is the future of Switch, by the way. Games like this.
You're not that wrong. This is on Vita, PS3, PS4, and PC. This was on every successful platform in Japan.
Oh, I know I'm not wrong. Like if the Vita dies, like fully totally dies in Japan.
Oh, by the way, there's Famitsu's logo, and yes, they reviewed this game because that doesn't matter.
Oh no, I mean,
Famitsu has characters in the Senran Kagura series. No, not Kagura, Neptunia. There's a character just called Famitsu, and a character called Dengeki, and no one cares, and no one bats an eye.
And they review it.
Of course they do.
Well, I mean, the Japanese gaming press is the word press is slandered by being compared to them.
Broski, you're alive.
Right, there we go.
I hadn't heard from you in 3 days. I thought maybe someone would ship you.
But I look weird playing this in Starbucks. Nah. As long as you're not trying to write your stare. As long as you're not trying to write your play, you're fine.
She saved my life. It's complicated, or just a girl who kissed me. That's all. What should I do, James?
I mean, you should obviously try to ruin Nana's life.
I
Who
shouldn't. We
I
all
assume.
know you still have your V card, and on that, I'm fucking close.
Damn!
It's fucking.
Sis is brutal.
I hate games.
That's rough.
Anyway, you must atone for leaving me alone and worry these past 3 days.
Sis is rough.
I can do whatever the hell I want. The present situation is thus. There is approximately one little sister standing before you, desiring of a character tea, which that shop over there just got in. Your mission.
Oh, I
Purchase
forgot
shirt
that
for
she
adorable
she
sister.
also talks like a complete spaz.
She is
God, that's brutal. That's
Yeah, the chat is enjoying.
like legitimately that is kind of an amazing piece of writing. It's terrible, but at the same time you're like, oh God, that's savage.
I'm not gonna say anything out loud in response to this. Oh yes, and there's her fucking kawaii dance.
Oh,
Dot, dot, dot.
jeez.
Is it to your liking, m'lady? Is an option.
There we go. Done. What is she wearing?
Thanks, protagonist.
God damn it.
Being related to her is so damned expensive. I'll let it go with just a warning expenditure this time, but next time you disappear like that, you'd better be ready to declare bankruptcy.
Thanks,
Yeet.
protagonist.
I hate this game.
I appreciate what they're doing. I don't know that it's good, but I appreciate that they did it. Somebody sat down and said, how can I write the most insufferable sister character imaginable?
Yeah, how can I write the worst character of all time?
No, there's worse. We talked about one earlier. It's Ivan the Terrible. It's in his name. It's in his name.
At least my fiance finally agrees that this sucks.
Protagonist.
I'm proud to call her my dear sister. She blushes. I'm closing this out, and I'm just...
I like her walk animation as she left the frame. Like her shoulders are hunched up. She's bent very slightly. And then she's like high stepping, but she's almost like horse trotting. It's bizarre. What the fuck was that?
Where the fuck is it? There we go. We're going to a better game that's doing this. Oh my god. It's downloading a fucking patch for Senran Kagura. What
Good.
the fuck? This game is over a year old.
Good. Well, you should have kept it up to date.
A patch must have come out today. That's how the PS4 works. Are you fucking kidding me? They released a patch today?
No, it's installing. So
No, it's preparing to download.
Oh.
I'm at 49% prepared. If this is over a gig, I'm just gonna boot it without the patch. But
I didn't realize we were doing another game. I thought we were done.
I wanted to just quickly bop into Estival Versus to show what a good game trying to do the ecchi brawler looks like. But...
Yeah, I think what we're going for is good is different though. Like I don't care if it plays well. I just want the game to be terrible.
I
and
have the
just
controller.
confuse me. I want to be amused by how bad it is.
I have the controller.
I understand that.
I care.
But I'm saying like in general, like I'm looking to be amused by it being awful. Like I'm like, oh, okay, you're just gonna go all in. Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna start application not updating. It was still at 60%. Preparing to download.
You're gonna write me 25 terrible characters? Great. Perfect.
This game has more than 25 characters. I wouldn't call all 25 of them terrible, but this has about 50, 55 characters, I think.
I like that pretty much every character in Occupus Strip is bad. The only I guess marginally like not awful character is the
girl with the blood. Yeah, from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically she's just subjected to being around all these terrible characters.
To use network features, I understand that I need to update to use network features. I'm not going to connect to the fucking internet. Here you go. Oh, by the way, this isn't even the most recent beach-themed Summer Kagura game because Peach Beach Splash is out in Japan now. The
Peach
Splatoon game.
Eat Splash.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, the Splatoon game.
Yeah, it's a third-person shooter where you use water guns, and one of the modes involves spraying the most territory with your colored water.
Yeah, obviously Splatoon game.
Yes. I dedicate this to my fiance. This fucking opening
Oh,
video.
NeoGAF thread. What's a possible Microsoft answer to Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild?
Halo
First
Wars
off,
2. Actually,
it
no. Microsoft employees have been very vocal on Twitter about, hey, it's time to play Ghost Recon Wildlands!
God. First off, it shouldn't have taken that many posts to get to Scalebound. That should have been the first response.
That should have been the first response.
It was the third, but the third one was actually Scale Bind, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Then it was a bunch of Scale Bounds, and then Forza Horizon. God damn it. Crackdown. Oh boy. Voodoo Vince 2. Oh Jesus.
Voodoo Vince Remastered coming next month.
Sunset Overdrive 2. That's not happening.
Insomniac's busy with a game they're actually getting the proper budget for. God damn, this fucking... The quote-unquote physics on display, James. In this opening animation.
It's all math. It's all math.
I mean, this isn't programmed. This is hand-drawn.
Are these hand-drawn? Oh yeah, they are hand-drawn. Okay, I thought maybe this was computer.
No. No, the opening is absolutely hand-drawn.
Somebody spent time figuring out how much this girl should bounce versus this girl should bounce.
Yes, they did.
There were meetings about it
Mm-hmm.
with a style guide. Like, no, not her.
Yeah, because that was from a...
There's a style guide that discusses each girl's elasticity.
Absolutely. And, I mean, this was formed out to a different animation studio, so... They absolutely had to send one over. Anyways...
I want to know like how many pages the style guide for each girl is. I bet it's long. I bet they're like 30 pages each of just like example drawings and sketches and like descriptors. Oh.
Anyways, I'm bouncing into a random mission that I can skip text for, just so I can show something. Maybe. Lots of loading screens, apparently. Start mission. I'm not tweeting this, otherwise Zach Miller would join us. Nothing against Zach Miller, but it's 100% sure he would. Also, I forget all the controls. Okay, that's my aerial dash. Awesome, ready to install the patch, but I'm busy.
Connect. That was one of the answers in this thread.
I love how just distracted you are. You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Well, it's just, you were on loading screen. To be fair,
Fair.
you're in the game now.
Been in the game for about 30 seconds, there's just a delay. Also, I have no recollection of what the guard button is, so
This is art.
I'm losing too much health. Oh, she's Shinobi transforming. Oh, there's her nudity.
Yeah, I don't have to wait for that.
No, one of the only characters in canon to be a canon lesbian. All the others implied.
What are with her shoes?
I don't know. She went to the Tetsuya Nomura School of Design.
She's got like space clogs.
Oh shit, I took some damage. 'Cause I don't know how to block. 'Cause it's been a long ass time since I played this.
So her clothes exploded off her body so they could come back and just be unbuttoned.
Yep, basically. Different outfit. Controls. Nope, there's no option to just see what the controls are.
Advantage.
That's useful.
You dropped your guard.
There's the block button. It's R1.
Dropped your guard.
I did. I lost some of my clothes. Which does make it more powerful, but...
That's such is life. Why does she have like a horse cutting sword? Like, this seems a bit extreme.
Could make a really off-color joke, but...
She could, but that's... Not necessary.
No, the game will do it for me. There is online versus in this game, which is pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have that.
It's pretty fun. The combat system is actually really good. When I remember how to use it.
She literally just exploded out of your during her get up or wake up.
Anyways, I killed.
This is a weird. Like, can you imagine the first pitch meeting for the first one of these things?
Yep.
Like, somebody was in a room going like, "So I want to make a game where you beat the clothes off of high school girls."
Excuse me. Recent high school graduates in
Oh,
the
is that-
English
is it-
version, or
Nice.
something like that. They're all explicitly 18 here, which I believe someone at XC either quit or almost quit because they made that decision because they thought that was censorship.
Stone it. Stone what you are.
Just like, oh. I love how we've been going way longer than I've meant to, and yet no one's leaving chat. Everyone's just, yep, this is what Seren does. We're here for the long haul.
Oh boy.
How many of you in the chat, how many of you were here for more than half of the Devil's Third stream? Yes, they all had their 18th birthday the day before the events of the game starts. Yes,
That's right.
Every game they have their 18th birthday. Right at the beginning, so that they're all explicitly legal.
They should just say at the beginning. They should say like, officially all of the characters in this game are 18. You're free to figure out what their ages actually are.
Reddit explores this still. Yeah, a little cringe. Wow, where that scroll came from. Yup. Yup.
I like the eye patch. It's a good look.
So, is this the part where I tell the story where Sam got me the official art book for this series as a joke gift, and the joke was on her?
Because you unbound it and framed all the art?
No, because it had been on my Amazon wish list.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because I wasn't going to buy it, but I wouldn't say no to it.
I like that they're not reacting to being hit until they just go flying off. Just saying they're taking it. Alright, I think you just broke her back. She's not supposed to twist that way.
Ooh. Yeah, I've been ignoring all of my supers and all of my combos. I realized that a couple seconds ago. I've just been doing light attacks the whole time.
Don't worry, no one in this chat who was the Devil's Third stream will live for 30 more years. We'll all be dead long before
I don't know
then.
when this, yeah. I don't know.
We'll all have developed some kind of horrible degenerative disease from that stream long before then.
30 years from now, I'll hear the phrase Devil's Third and be catatonic for a few days.
No, because you'll have already died.
Hey Sam, I'll get that tattooed on my forehead.
Devil Aid? Oh
Remember
God.
that shit? You had blocked that out.
God.
I got a D rank because I forgot all of my combos. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it. I've been streaming now for 3 hours.
Sure, I felt every minute of it.
My fiance says, "I'll kill you."
Alright.
In response to me suggesting I get the words Devil's Third tattooed on my forehead.
God.
No, I'll just get the Buddhist sutras.
Yeah, just
I'll just become Ivan the Terrible.
yeah, just slowly turn into. You're gonna have to work out a lot more though. You're gonna have to get really buff, and probably use steroids. If you can handle that. And those tattoos probably hurt really bad.
Oh yes. And I'll have to spend some time in jail with drumming.
have to stop.
Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. Have a good one. Okay, now give it a bit. And